He make a couple of these.
There we go.
Yeah, new tape is way shorter.
I don't know.
Because I haven't adjusted the player height yet.
I was about to say, little man.
Sound plays whenever I use the
There
microphone.
we go. Normal sized man.
Oh yeah, I think it's like a...
Normal size.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like the effect on the end.
Pros
Yeah.
of the Destiny gun.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
The ink constraint still needs some work because it doesn't
God.
rotate, but that's being
No.
fixed. So does the ghost particle, but that's besides the point.
Oh no. Man's
Sorry,
decaying.
But he ain't gonna be walking around with that just yet.
Man's goddamn corroding before our very eyes.
I got the rotten.
You may know.
Goddamn corrosion.
So I have a custom gesture layer.
Alright, I should probably actually get myself in. I'm late enough as it is.
It's doing this even though I didn't set it.
Oh god. Fucking Christ. Recording in book. This'll do. There. Fine. Everything seems to stay as normal as ever. And fortunately the spotlights are easy enough to evade. At least adding an additional light onto me at least made them think I was a cruise liner. Thus not worthy of worry. Rust buckets, it seems.
Considering I had to talk to servers, they are bringing in a bunch of medical supplies. Gold robotic security providing as well, so.
Medical, but most of that's munition.
Yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. What does that mean?
Medical should get here later.
Well,
There's
otherwise
some
I'm
of it in
gonna
there, but otherwise.
we got people firing off guns. Fuck.
I see.
I can't waste the 45 long cold.
It's okay, we're gunning it.
I, however, am capable of affording to waste the 8 gauge.
Bad. Bad clutch. Bad.
Oh,
Bad clutch. Bad.
what the fuck?
Bad parts. Not allowed.
Goodness.
No, wait,
Bad altar.
damn.
Bad altar.
Goodness gracious me.
Look, I'm keeping the youth in check, okay?
Fortunately, at least with me, I could afford to waste 8 gauge.
I can't. Well, at least for my, Mac 10.
Partially because I do not need to actually purchase it,
Yeah, I gotta buy ammo.
considering
Ooh.
As much as I've got a blade and can use it slightly, it's not exactly, my prerogative to be in close range if I can help it. If I see a ability to be there, sure, I get it, but otherwise it is, I'm going to shoot you at a very far distance as best as I can. I'm
It
just
is a
not exactly
reasonable-
spec for.
It is a reasonable thing to state for
yes,
most beings.
What the?
What?
To kind of review D minor. Who did it?
Follow
Who did it? Who decount it?
It's IX.
IX? You to counter reviewing? Fuck yeah. Based. Based. Based.
I'm trying to be up.
Yeah, that's the counter reviewing D minor. There was a time
We do need
that I
comedy
happened
these
to be
days,
on, like,
thankfully.
the heavens reach, and there was like a bardic battle of some kind, and someone just started slamming out like Toccata and Fugue in D minor, and like accordion and electric guitar and every instrument under the fucking sun. It was kind of wild. I was here for it.
Kind of.
I need it back. This dwarven core's heavy.
Yeah, I figured she's gonna tell you anyway, but I might as well just tell you. She said she needed 4, so I brought one from on board the Spirit of Brimnir. It's enough to power the ship for about 50 years by itself, so I don't know what she's got for it, but...
Well, we'll figure stuff out. All I'm doing is focused on tactics at this point, pretty much.
I would
If and
enjoy
when
the quarter, but please be
people have a
safe
sit
about
down.
it. We don't
So
know
I'm
what
sure
Dwarven
that'll
tech
happen
would
at
do
some
to you.
point.
It would have taken a bit of a... Just be safe.
And we already know how we
If you
feel
ever need
about
more, just
potential
tell me.
meltdowns, Void.
Pardon?
We already know how we feel about potential meltdowns, Void.
Right, Tibbs?
You good?
Debatable.
I still need to stop by and grab some mana crystals when I can, but I'm a little busy lately and can't make it to Wakarium.
Ah, fair enough. I mean, they do
you just
open
get
on the
them
weekend.
shipped to you?
Huh?
Get them shipped to you.
What kind of mana crystals? I can go and pick some up for you if you really need it.
Oh, there's
They
right.
just ship some to the pawn shop and meat rack.
Where's your...
I mean,
As
No,
for
you're-
what kind, I don't know the fucking difference. Cupcake doesn't work there anymore. Just ship them to Charles. I'll get them from him.
yeah, Charles is probably, yeah, okay, I mean, I can talk to Charles about it. See if he's got anything there, and if he's not got anything there, I can go ship it over, sure. Like, how much you talking, like?
I probably
This is
should
for,
see if
you know,
we can
Viva
ship
and all
some
that, which we're not going to talk about. I just, it's just this try with like 1 or 2 and then go from there.
Alright, so in other words, like, pick up, like, 10 medium-sized mana crystals.
Sure. Or one small one,
okay.
and start with that. I don't care. You need to start somewhere.
I mean, it depends on, like, how much money you're willing to spend or have.
I'm not trying to go broke.
Okay, yeah, okay. We'll start with, like, 5
Credits.
Yeah.
Start with 100 credits, we'll see where that goes.
I'm ready.
Why is, you know,
You fucking monster hunter.
I'm ready.
Goodness.
Can you, like... Can you stitch armor into my clothing by chance?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah.
Cool. There you go.
Thank you, friend. I'll get that sorted, bye.
Dear God.
Goodness gracious.
I'm about to make you a fucking number in the system.
Good lord. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
I got hit by collateral damage from IX trying to jump scare them.
Well, he succeeded in his goal, even if not on the right target, it seems.
I just woke up, what the fuck?
There are many days when people wish they simply stayed in bed.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and I gotta make my rounds.
Very well.
Yeah.
the anti-schnoz device.
The what?
He's got a metal plate above your head right now. Think about that.
Reminds me of a Lego.
This is like carrying around a metal plate.
It's either that or the iconic boot to the head.
Sometimes it's safe to touch. It's like hitting someone with a
Someone
pipe.
gets the reference. Yay.
It's not as soft as umbrella.
When in doubt, boot to the head. Hell yeah. I mean, I know the boot's dead. I know the. Yeah, I get
When
it.
in doubt, what is the old saying? When in doubt of a problem, shoot it.
If in doubt, yeah.
No.
Make
When
the
in
problem
doubt,
less
pinky out.
That's for tea, isn't it?
I've armored your partner's weapon. It's all sorted.
That's for
He's
drink,
got a laser
isn't
weapon
it?
now.
Done with that.
Right.
I don't think you're supposed to hold a pistol with the pinky out.
We've been helping out with like.
As amusing as it could be to see a style, that won't help with mitigating recoil too much.
You've been doing it. So what's the work is a pleasure.
Speaking of pistols,
Honest to God, I love watching you make it work. I'm jealous I can't keep it. And I'm kind of sad I can't keep it.
Look, I'm
Yeah, good luck.
I know. But
Right, you know what? I gotta do the
what are you saying?
Should be able to just bolt that thing onto your gun and just coat your bullets and bleed.
Yeah, true.
I can show you how it works.
That's what it
if you want.
does.
I've done it.
I'll need to see if Lazarus can equip it.
Friend.
It's not. It's literally like plug and play,
Really?
pretty much.
I've got this. I've got one on here right now.
It's
But-
safety's
you do,
on.
yeah.
Safety's on.
Yeah, I trust you. So what you do?
safety's on, don't flag people regardless.
So
Well,
in the
Ader
back,
is
yeah.
like standing right in front of me, so
Yeah, I make
you see
a
this
great
weird glowing
shield.
purple thing inside the stock? I
Yeah.
put it in my stock. Keep it ready.
okay.
That all you do is simply stick it on, and it does the rest.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys talking about the void crystal stuff for
Yep.
next? Or can I get one?
I'm gonna wait to
The
hand
void
out
core
them when
installation
everyone.
processes.
I'm gonna wait the day before, so it doesn't wear out or stuff like that. You know how it is.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Can I get one for? Can I get one for my sniper?
It wouldn't matter even if you did most of the time. Wow. Unless you
True, but
We're printing
I don't
hundreds.
want to shoot
Don't worry
you
about
with
it.
void.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how well it'll work with me, considering my integrated weaponry.
I may not have actually touched a shot of the traveler.
Perhaps.
You'll be fine. Put it on you. You'll be fine. Eden's done it.
Eden's
put it on
Very well.
She's a small chassis. She's not meant for war,
Okay.
so she can handle it.
Placing
You
it in
can
the
handle it,
jacket
big
should
dog.
be sufficient.
Done some shit before.
Simple as.
Very well.
I'm going to be putting it on my sword.
Anyway,
so-
you know what I'm now gonna do is I'm highly tempted to just grab you both by the scruff because we gotta do the medical talk thing.
Okay, let's go.
Easy. You know what? Yeah, where are we gonna walk to? You know what? The
I
greatest
will need
place
to
ever.
talk.
Time to. It's once more to return to the nerd pit.
The nerd pit.
I will have to talk with you in a
I haven't been
few,
able to sit in the nerd pit
Void,
properly for a
about
second.
getting another code check.
I mean, last time I went down, you just give me a stare down.
Just swing by the garage when you're done with that.
Yeah.
Garage? What? The cafe.
I heard about it, but yeah.
I've got a lot of different terms on my mind, unfortunately.
It's not the most secure place for certain things.
I'll follow Mandel.
Apologies for me being sort of late to work, Marcus. Goodness.
It's alright. It's alright.
If you need anything, it's in the warehouse. You know how to access a fucking warehouse, don't you? Little building next to the rust bucket building. Should be hard to find.
Goodness.
I'm
what does
gonna
that
take a
substance
little
done
bit
to
of
you?
rest. I'd rather give a bit of a break, but I've got some of my friends and Nikolai coming in instead. I trust Nick enough.
I did put into the comms that I would help however I could. And well,
Oh, it's alright, bud.
and while
I
it
got
may
them.
only be used for the sake of neutralizing nanite acid and restoring damage caused by such, we could see if I could apply some neutralizing solution. See if I could do something. Preferably in a sanitary
I'd also like to take a
mind.
look at your Marcus. We're both medics, but you're injured. You can't look at yourself.
Mrs. Wallflower.
Doesn't count.
In either case, I shall man the bar and I shall fill up an empty bottle as should I find one. As weird as it will look either way, I do admit. Serenade.
I got my faith in the boys and Nikolai, so...
Well, anyway, I hope that I can assist, even if it's simply as a theory. Shouldn't be taken, well, lightly, I suppose.
I'll be around a little bit to answer questions, see if there's any other...
Allow yourself to rest. Let him take a look at you, and then just rest, Marcus. Well,
I just got distracted from
doing this again. Alright. Oculus menu to the rescue.
It's the kind of, you're not dying, so they've done their job.
When?
And to make sure that you're on the path to recovery. Agreed. So enjoy your work.
First off, are you in any pain? Do you want anything to numb that pain if you're already?
I've got some painkillers I was prescribed before, but oh, I hope so much.
Standard coffee, yes?
You got anything topical?
Yeah.
Understood. 6.
6 credits, right? Yes.
Thank you very much. I'll get to work. Nothing special in it, yes? Standard coffee?
Just normal coffee.
Standard coffee, not black coffee, mind?
I'm trying to stay away.
This won't take you to sleep, but it'll numb your body. Stop any pain. Take a drink. It'll also start your body's healing process while I work.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. I'm gonna add a character. Colby, take the cup, but I'm gonna leave the cup here. So
what happened to
okay.
Tell me the story while I get something on the burden.
Hello, Miss
Hi.
Alta, was it?
Yes.
Good.
Unfortunately, I have a forgetting module. I might have forgotten your name.
Thankfully, I have an armband for it. Zero designation JW.
JW. Perfect.
Merely for other drones to identify me in the field. Though thankfully you at least caught me while I still had the jacket on. I usually tend to take it off when I'm working here for ease of use.
Oh, let's hope I don't need to rely on the jacket.
Well, you shouldn't need to. How is your... What was his name again?
Oh, Regina George.
Ah, yes. The what? Don't worry about that. How
All
is
good. Regina?
Yes.
Yep, pretty good.
Good.
When he's moving, he's grooving.
Stunning young man, I tell you that much. But I wouldn't worry about. Don't be shy. People hear this.
Fair enough. What can I get you then?
Good. That's a good question.
You take flavor sticks?
Yes, I do.
We do at least have a surplus of it.
Perfect.
I'm assuming you're just looking for a food item for the sake of a flavor stick to simulate.
Yes, please.
Then make your decision in a moment.
But I'm getting the areas I can.
The supplies are coming in, yes?
Yeah, this stuff was nice and form very
I was told as much from Marcus.
Supplies being brought in, supplies being brought out.
Yes, as much as can be possible considering the lockdowns.
Is a funny little thing we call a
I still have to practically play an ice sliding shalom with spotlights
not enough to
in order to get here.
It'll help the healing process of your skin inside. Hold on to it. As long as you see the room glowing bright green, you should be fine.
Well, if they are, then I shouldn't need to worry. I'll assist when they come in.
today.
I'll take a croissant flavor stick.
Croissant flavor stick. I believe a flavor
Yes,
stick
please.
is 5 credits, if I recall correctly. We'll assume it is. And if it isn't, well,
Here you are.
I suppose it's a synthetic to synthetic discount, I suppose.
I like that.
Father's
Thanks.
discount, we'll call it. Yes, I believe they're kept in... Ah, yes.
I just sit around and take any
Coffee, oil, blood, wine? No. Ah, here it is.
Come find me and I can take it from you, but it'll only act for as long as it's needed. If it stays on longer than 20 minutes...
There it is, 1 flavor stick.
Yay! Thank you very much.
Enjoy yourself.
Of course.
As long as there's mana on the stone.
Though I suppose if it's of a chewable food, would it mean that you're essentially constantly chewing at it as opposed to sipping at a drink of it?
Just in case you don't, this is what we use for it.
Yes and no. It's a different kind of texture that I'm able to feel
I suppose.
in my brain.
I'll need to test at some point, but another time. I'm more used to the taste of oil, I'm afraid.
Ooh. Maybe I should try an oil flavor stick.
If you wish to order another, I won't begrudge you.
Well, I'll let you know if I need another one.
Understood. Be well.
Until next time.
Be well then, Walter.
You too.
Respectfully, you look like shit. Just wanted to check in from
Who is he?
I luck.
Who is he?
I'm taking it easy.
Some coffee luck.
Very well, 6 credits.
Good.
Any specialty with it? Black coffee?
I just black.
Black coffee then, no milk then. Understood.
I'm aware. Again, it's a quick check-in. That's about it.
My experience is here.
I know I hunt for danger, but I'm not that stupid.
I'd like to be able to remind myself when
Also, not to be a pessimist, I haven't been in a cafe before, and I want to see it before I get sweat.
Here you are, sir.
For example, I have made notes before.
I think a lot.
One of the cities that used to be had a rat infestation.
A rat infestation?
Giant rat.
I used to eat rats before, so you think my way around.
What can I get for you?
Hey, 1 coffee, please. Just a regular coffee.
Standard coffee. Understood. 6
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There you go.
Very well. Let me get that for you then.
How you can like have black smoke coming out of it.
Quite a lot of coffees today. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You are allowed to use the counter seat.
Thing that I saw around here when I first saw you.
What can I get for you, if anything?
Coffee and a tea?
Very well. 6 credits each.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot. It was delicious.
Thank you very much. I will get started then.
What do you have around?
Let's see, that is about 41 credits so far, I realize.
Oh my god. Why does it take so much out of me to walk?
Don't overexert yourself, Marcus.
If you do, I'll snitch on
I
Felix.
was hoping I could at least walk and talk.
At the very least, you're free to sit down, Marcus. Just put this back. One moment.
Okay.
There is one. Black coffee or regular coffee?
Black coffee.
Very well. And your second.
Haven't seen her since. So.
Thank you, thank you.
What can I get for you?
Could I get a hot chocolate, please?
That you may. 6 credits.
There you
Very
go.
well. I shall get started.
Just double checking for my own vision. Is that gate open or closed?
The gate outside? It was open for me last I spotted. Unless I too am having correct vision.
Gotcha. But yeah, the tea's for Marcus, so if you could give that to him in a sec, that'd be great.
Ah, alright. In that case, leave it on the counter. I'll inform. Yes, I'll inform him either way. Nope. Cream or nothing?
No cream.
Very well. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hmm. 47 credits already. Goodness. Larger Cerberus unit.
Alright, knock on wood. Sitting around anywhere going?
Oh. Rather impractically large.
Hot chocolate.
I have tea ready for you, Mr.
Alright, I'm
Marcus.
sitting. Thank you so much.
Understandable.
Sad. Maybe one day we'll find like a step.
There you are, sir.
Get rid of your
Thank you.
try chocolate.
It's more of a genetic thing.
Goodness.
We'll find a way to alter your genetics.
Let's not do that.
It looks as though your skin is rapidly decaying as a result of this.
Plenty of bioweapons.
Please, Terry, I got some good news about it. On one hand, I managed to get a little bit of an antidote cure. That's only because I managed to.
Then it would just be a matter of healing the damage after we get rid of the corrosive agent, presumably.
I wish it were that simple. You see, my contract, the cure, she set it up so that I have to kill her to get portions of the treatment. So I have to kill Cure multiple times to eradicate this disease.
I see.
Can I help you? I only owe this establishment.
I thought you're expecting some sort of inspection today?
No, I just observe things.
Go
and
first,
also,
then what can I
as long
get
as
for
they're
you?
not buffering customers, they're welcome.
Sounds good. You
Very
feeling
well
any better?
then. 6 credits for regular coffee then, please. Actually, regular
I
or
got
black?
discharged yesterday from the clinic I was in.
Considering the last time I saw you, you'd just been
Good.
poisoned, I believe.
Very
so,
well.
I mean, you're covered in bandages, which
I
is
immediately tried to
different.
follow up on it, and it's so much worse than poison. I'm a giant walking cancer cell right now.
Hopefully not contagious, I assume.
That's. I
I'm
don't
so
know how to
glad
respond to
to
that.
upstairs to inspect it on my own.
Where is the... there it is.
Fair enough.
I've got T samples of my flesh that if you're interested in trying to inspect it again, it's got things and all of that.
Here you are,
or
sir.
I could send you updates on it.
I can
Because
take
I
a
know you-
scan of it, but I'm not a.
Thank you very much.
I'm not the specialist you need for this.
This
I
one,
can tell
huh?
you right now, it's my goddamn
Taking care of yourself, I
contractor
trust.
from my left that did this to me. So
Let me get
that's
your famous hot chocolate, please.
I shall endeavor to do my best. 6 credits.
Okay then.
it's basically how cat and mouse.
Another regular
and
coffee
they
for
try
you,
and get me to
and hot chocolate for you.
I gotta
6
go
credits
check
from
on
both of you.
Sorry,
Gotta keep fighting it. No problem.
but you.
Thank you very much.
Stay alive.
I'm gonna miss. I'm not gonna be at the siege, but I got these. Oh shit! there's
Siege.
no- I got these fellas here.
What the
They're
fuck?
gonna be
You
looking
know what?
after me.
I'm just gonna go along with it and just.
This is
Regular coffee.
You know what?
That I've already
That's fair.
prepared ahead of time. While the coffee is extracting.
That's fine.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
This is there.
I think blood's
It definitely isn't.
You literally just stared at the void.
Chocolate.
The void stared at
Gotta add milk to the coffee.
I got a little lost, but I'm here now, aren't I?
Hey, welcome, buddy.
Very well.
I was getting tired of being cooped up in that barn.
Coffee
with
for
the
you.
soldiers. Gotta stretch his legs, you know.
And hot chocolate for you, Miss Wallflower. Enjoy yourselves.
I think I've done all the talking and yapping I probably can.
I wouldn't hardly call it famous, I'll admit.
my actions against Skyrim and its people. Don't worry about it. It's a meme.
I think so. I'm getting better. Got poison.
Well, I have a moment.
My contract.
You're a tough bastard. You can survive that. You just need a bit of whiskey in your system and it'll all flush out. Sounds good. It's soldier's intuition.
Yes. If several of my old compatriots could survive getting injected with nanite acid, you could survive this.
This is. You got like a wolf and.
Oh. Thank you very much.
How
Let me put this empty bottle down.
It's like only the coolest t-shirt I have.
That looks so cozy. I wish I had that in hospital.
Surprisingly busy day.
I was lucky that I had someone like her to go me along with me.
Needs a good soldier's trap.
That's good.
Surprisingly busy day.
Hopefully I won't have to wear it too much longer.
Yes, Sergeant. I'm up into the battlefield without
That's good. That's what we're doing now.
Get out really tonight. I'm a man of high society.
I think I got a bit more ways to go.
Sorry, Court.
You're not gonna be at the siege, eh?
There is plots for a siege.
Everybody.
Oh, I can't wait for that to happen. I'm gonna get some poor bastard and turn him into a goddamn puzzle.
People shouldn't do that. I might at least say goodbye to some.
Not sure what the siege is about. This is about the Vex.
I'll do my best to stay away from it.
I don't know why I fight. I just do whatever Corp tells me to do.
At first I was like,
I see.
no, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river
Careful
long
with your
enough,
oxygen tank against the
ain't no valley
counter.
low enough to keep me away from the siege. Because, you know, I gotta beat the Vex back for doing this to me. But think about it, the more you think about it though, the more I feel bad for people who, you know, care about me and don't want me to get more hurt. And I think
Don't push yourself beyond your limits just for the sake of vengeance.
I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior.
It's so pretty good. It's like the same glow as before. I don't think it's too bright. Like it's not doing super bright. It's kind of.
Hey, everything looks fine, but I do have to check in.
As
Good to know your brief. Just making sure.
As off-putting as it may seem, I am at least working on filling a bottle full, just in case.
What's going on?
Pleasure. My name's Cody.
That's familiar, right?
Foolish, so a little bit different from us. But run into any trouble. That self-break and we get drunk.
Oh,
yeah. That man,
Let's go, kid.
But apologies for the off-puttingness. It's unfortunate that the neutralizing solution that also helps with regeneration is born of my own saliva.
I've had worse. It's alright.
Bored.
Well, at least I have that.
Don't read into that.
Very well.
You know, if you can't see or anything like that, I'm sure there's still ways you can show your support.
It's fine.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what outside is.
This place. Aye. You got it, Corp. You got it.
Do you want like some fruit or what do you want?
Kind of
Good
place.
knowing you're alright. If you have any problems, like it's hard to miss me.
Marcus.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, you're not the only one.
Oh my god!
Who are these two guys?
Oh my god, I'm not talking!
That's my
Oh,
boyfriend and you
they're
will talk
fellas
to
from
him
my
like
world.
Thank you very much.
Oh shit.
Hope you enjoyed.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I did. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Mahaj.
The
Good
shapeshifter.
on ya.
I hate to drag you or anything. What's that? Lila?
I'm gonna rest you.
It's currently, last time I saw them, currently shopping on the blade next to my building, cackling.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which building is your building?
How does?
I'm
The one on the
on
corner.
a kill on site order with the Vex currently.
Is
so
anyone
I'm trying to
anything
avoid that
edible
area.
for undead?
Yeah, well, the bags are locked behind Ethan's thing, so
We got like
Okay,
soup
I don't know
and
about
coffee and all these kind of things
Ethan
here.
locked the door for the portal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
I
I'm gonna
see.
go check on
Good. Good.
Yeah, we got all Copper J.
noted. I will call Ethan.
Alright, I will
I see.
get some rest upstairs.
Get some rest. I can handle operations here for the most part.
If you start to feel off or wrong, have somebody come get me. I'll be in the charity center in case we get the tag. Want to get everything?
Marcus, I do realize. Take the bottle. If it does help you, then I'll at least be happy I helped. If it doesn't, then there won't be any bacteria in it, thankfully. Aside from what was in the bottle in the first place. Which, considering it was an empty bottle in the fridge, is unlikely.
You gotta realize that you gotta outlive them.
Absolutely. That is actually a great idea, Fives. I won't forget it. There's a couple of fellows telling me.
What have I ever given you a bad idea?
Not yet, at least.
You have several bad ideas before the fucking
Shit. I guess everybody's just taking turns every other week who shows up fucked up.
Yeah, but it's only one.
Hopefully that doesn't fall to me soon.
We just gotta sit and avoid
We're getting fucked up.
Ain't we all?
Oh, yes, how can I help you?
Can I get a cup of joe?
Regular coffee then. Alright.
Good plan.
Do you happen to have 6 credits on hand or an equivalent?
Yeah, I got an allowance from the person I'm staying with.
I see. Very well.
There you are, good 6.
Thank you very much. Let me get that for you.
Why did I do that? I'll just not wave my hands around and look up too fast, I guess.
That's
Probably a good idea.
But yeah, this is my joint. Purchase a hanger and the area around.
Regular or black coffee?
Regular, please.
Very well.
We've been having it running ever since, and it's going so far. I mean, the police might get blown to smithereens in a couple days, but had a good run.
Very well. Here you are, sir.
Which I hope it doesn't.
Appreciate it.
There's a gamble invested in the Rust Bowl, huh?
Little worries.
Seems like people like it here, so pretty sure they'll try and keep the place standing.
Yeah, I'll try to.
And I will attempt to shoot anyone that gets in the way of this. I won't lie.
I'm gonna steal you for a second.
Yeah, sure.
He was about to go and rest, but if you insist.
It's fine, it'll be literally like 5 minutes.
Sure.
Good thing he was plotting to go upstairs regardless. Yeah. Is there anything you would like, sir?
Whenever you don't need it anymore, Felix wants a shark back.
I'm keeping it for a little longer.
I'll need something with a bit of pick-me-up. Some for the road.
Simple coffee?
That'll work.
Very well then. 6 credits. The bitterness of a black coffee will likely wake you up in that case. At least, I'm told it's bitter anyway. I've not tasted it myself for simple reasons.
I won't be here on the day. I'm definitely out for the count, but I've got people I trust that'll be
You look out for the
up and
camera.
down.
I say this in the nicest way possible, but you look like ass.
Yeah, I know.
It's good to see you at least. There, I'll come to most.
This roof my home.
There we are.
It's gonna be.
Here you are, sir.
No way.
Hmm.
I need to go and see a man about something. I don't know, it's like saying here or something. I need to go find out. No, I'm gonna go find out. Good job. What's up?
Safe travel, sweetheart.
I hope it was to your liking.
I mean, I couldn't taste it, but you know, it's done.
Very well then.
Yeah, but I do have a slight advantage of.
As long as it's a pleasant sensation, if nothing else.
I'm not sleeping yet.
And sometimes it's about the routine.
Yes. And learning someone else's routine is either key to friendship or bitter rivalries. Not sure what's going on when it comes to hearing about a siege occurring. Though if they desire more hands, I shall be free to give myself away.
I don't know. Some sort of rumblings about having to deal with more shit pouring out the exclusion zone.
I heard it was something about the Vex's entryway being closed, so it might be a scenario of, quote, invading their front lawn for a change. Especially considering I spotted what damage they had wreaked to the area from the air. The poor building. Oh.
Place already looks like hell.
And we're actively trying to make sure it's a nice little slice of limbo in this piece of hell, I suppose. I try to bring comfort to whoever I can, and if working... Oh. Good Lord. As soon as I start mentioning it, the flux demon tries to take a hold of my mind. Apologies. Yes. Oh my lord, okay. Okay, Jesus. Ugh. Good lord. Ugh. Why am I lagging the fuck out? Did an entire fucking orchestra just join the instance out of nowhere? I was fine. Why is that? Why like the harshest lag spike to ever exist? Good God.
Trying to figure this out. People give you trouble.
hoping no one will give me trouble after what I did. Like,
Alrighty, flop. Oh, Christ. God forbid I raise a hand up to my head. Holy moly, okay. Holy moly, Dios mío. Alright, if this isn't a sign to activate the avatar culling feature, then I don't know what is. Maybe I shift it to 50 just due to the wide openness of these streets.
It's alright. Anything I can help you with?
Cools are starting to internal systems are starting to overheat. I need a moment. Much better. There, that helps the temperatures, thankfully.
of course you don't. Of course you don't. He's going to the cloud district often. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Stop! You violated the law. May the court of fire serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. No, wait. Are you listening?
It's a good thing I got poisoned that time. It was my contract, all of that stuff. She poisoned me. I've got a terrible disease. I was researching.
If I
I don't
see her
think I've
again,
had an
I'll kill
opportunity to
her.
fully explain.
Judging from the effect on the skin, it appears corrosive.
If someone
This
hurts
is
you, I
acid
hurt them
burns
back.
from attack. This is acid burns from an attack. She works with chemicals and corrosives and all that kind of stuff. She's my contractor from LA. I've been hunting me for years.
I see. I fear it's only a matter of time until I likely get my
back.
either from LA or from JC
She
Jones.
finally had spare time and then she poisoned me. I need to express the severity of it, I guess. I've been putting it off.
If you're when you're able and willing, see about pouring a small amount of the solution I gave you onto some of the corrosion. See if that heals it. It's designed to be able to heal nanite acid, and that itself is highly corrosive. Enough to melt even my plate.
If you don't mind me yapping for a moment, I should fully explain what I managed to find out about it.
Very well.
I want you to be on the same page. I don't think it's fair to leave us in the dark. So, this thing that I've been infected with, it is a viral kind of disease that has altered my cells and will continue to alter my protein blocks and cells like that of the matter. It is hard to detect because it immediately mimics my cells. It's not converting them into anything else. It's kind of homogenizing in a sense. So when people start to try and scan things, they just find more of me. No violence. It's sneaky.
That is very sneaky.
But when I flesh weaving, I can tell the difference because it's not my flesh. It's something else mimicking.
I'll do everything that I said.
On top of that, one of the symptoms is that my cells and the fake ones, the mimic particles, whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to call it the mimic. It stops all degradation of my body's cells.
Try to place you in a
That
sort of living
technically means
stasis.
that I cannot age. I cannot age. But that's also the number one thing that characterizes cancer cells.
They stay the exact
They
same.
don't go through their kill code, things like that, and they stay. And if you can imagine someone like me, where my body's meant to be continuously creating and replacing cells that die, having old me remain the way it is not good.
That is
Thankfully,
very bad.
the
Very,
symptoms have,
very.
for now, because I managed to kill, cure, and every single time I defeat her, I get a small bit of some kind of antidote or cure. Ironic name, that's for sure, but I can tell immediately it is not enough to erase the disease. It just halted the symptoms. I'm gonna have to fight her again. God knows how many times until
You can piece together enough to
she's
get a far,
satisfied with this
much more
game of cat
potent
and
dose.
mouse. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I keep fighting her.
I see.
If there's anything I can do, I will help.
Absolutely. If I have a chance, or if I notice that the symptoms start up again, I'll start hallucinating. More of my body will start to be replaced by the mimic. I will have to find her, seek her out again, and get more of the cure.
A little
Maybe
extreme
it would
in a
be better
potential.
to do that before the symptoms start reappearing.
Yes.
Find her as soon as possible.
I'll try to find her, help her find other places if she's got any facilities around industrials and she's working closer by so she could do the bounty hunting on me.
She may expect you to gather help. She will not expect a synthetic that can regenerate itself.
Oh.
Rather than,
She
from what
does
I have
use
been
a lot of
hearing of
acid and
reports of
corrosives to try and
Foundry,
melt.
especially considering what I've been hearing of reports of Leap Foundry synthetics, they rapidly disintegrate upon defeat.
Yes, depending on the kind of corrosive used. Firms are designed that way so no one can take them apart and use their bodies
There's a
for
much
other
more,
things.
perhaps a much more destructive form of the nanite acid. That being the case, if I have the ability to potentially use my own tail as a weapon, I could, in theory, trigger their self-destruct precepts, perhaps, early. I spray it over an
One last
area,
thing I'll say
then
about the
perhaps
diseases.
I wipe out a horde in one swathe.
One thing I'll say about the disease is that it makes my conditions I had before worse. I have schizophrenia. I might get agitated, I might even rush out of use, and I do not intend to if my illness starts up again. I apologize.
I know how you are normally, Marcus.
Is it okay?
You have given your heart to me on more than one occasion. I know who you are.
If the mimic starts taking me over more, it may be hard to tell. It's difficult to distinguish it from me because it's mimicking me, right? So I could look perfectly fine, but I'm definitely afflicted.
Worst.
The one last, sorry.
A worst case scenario
This might be a bit hard to hear, but one of the other issues that happen when the cells don't regenerate and degenerate properly is things like autoimmune diseases and Alzheimer's. If I start heading in that way, or I'm dipping into this kind of fashion, it's not for... It's not easy to deal with. And I mean, it's also not... It's not for soft-hearted folk. It can be a lot of a toll for people that are witnessing that. So if I start to get afflicted in that manner, I suppose I'm saying that I understand if it's much. But hopefully it won't get to that point because we'll find her, hunt her down a bunch, and I'll get better with each battle.
You'll make sure of it.
We will not have to resort to a worse case scenario of injecting you with nanite acid and then rapidly restoring it, in hopes that it restores to a previous condition.
I'll probably be trying to do some stuff on my end to try and take advantage of the fact, like harvesting my own flesh or things like that. That sound a bit scary, but if I have some of me backed up while I'm in this kind of stasis right now, and the cure has done its job and I'm not hurting, even though it's nasty, I'm probably gonna start taking chunks out of me once I've recovered.
I suppose a reasonable question. Find a part of you that you know has not yet been affected, and work off of those. Work off of those skin cells.
Absolutely.
And various other cells like muscle, bone tissue, marrow. For I do not know what effect a nanite acid will have on organics.
It's because things are halted, I can't really point it out. It's kind of like perfect camo. It's not moving and I can't tell it apart. But we'll figure it out. I'm going to take a nap now if it's alright. Did you need anything, 7:15?
Just was looking around and took fives on the door and then brought down. But the fox seem very aggressive. He keeps being sent back to the bar.
Yeah.
I will need to speak with Miss Void when I get the chance. See about getting more of my systems operational, especially the regenerative part.
That would be good.
As far as I can tell, at least in comparison with Miss SC, it's in a lower capacity.
I'm gonna rest now. I'll make sure that I'm out of people's heads and all that.
I should probably go work the cafe.
Either that or I can, and you can briefly find Miss Void for me.
I'm hoping I have time to talk to you before the scene.
And then he stuns himself for like a few moments. I don't know if you've noticed. He just once in a while. That's when you go hit him.
So does Miss Juno. A lot of them were heavier, more
They appear to be multiplying. Oh. One is made of metal and the other appears to still be made of rock.
You want to speak with me?
Ah. Good, so you did overhear.
Apologies if it took a while, but yes, you would like to speak?
Yes. I was about to come and find you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to take another look at the regenerative part of my systems, if you would not mind.
Alright.
As far as I can tell, in comparison with SC, it is under capacity, at lower capacities. Sure, SC's regeneration seems to be harsh enough that it actually... It causes the fucking flux demon upon me. I suppose if it accidentally attacks the crowd, then we have permission to step in.
Maybe.
I was about to say, SC's regeneration is potent enough that her mouth has been sealed shut.
See.
At the very least, it seems to have regenerated over her mouth, perhaps, I'm not sure. She is still capable of speech, obviously, for alternative methods. Small as it may be.
Perhaps their mouth was damaged at some point, to the point where their human factors had to seal it.
Yes, perhaps. As far as I can tell, the only reason she even came into this location was likely a freak accident. As the last thing she actively remembers was diving towards a actively closing bunker door. And getting caught in it. She says it was around the waist. I'm not so sure myself without evidence. And I've already told you how I came to be. You probably looked through what few visual logs I had.
Guilty, yes.
To be fair, you are looking for the code. I cannot blame you for it. So you saw the energy orb of sorts.
Yes.
Yeah, any idea on what kind of energy? Beyond because assumingly it's not a regular reactor energy. We should sit down and think of it.
Not sure. Since it is just visual, I cannot really comprehend what kind of energy core it is.
Especially considering that you could definitely
If
see...
I were to be physically there, then I could probably see its signatures a bit better.
But considering I was only sucked in alone, most of my logs have been wiped due to the errors. Although, come to think of it, perhaps that even includes company-based code, and callback people, and callback
Perhaps.
nodes,
Or maybe that there are somewhat residues of this energy? But that's just a theory.
perhaps. We could go somewhere more private if you wish to have a more in-depth look. Besides, unlike restoring my combative capabilities, I doubt it would activate a hunt protocol again.
If I were to mess with the wrong code.
Especially considering that you were attempting to copy the same code for the firearm from SC to me, and she has different security parameters, likely due to being a prototype.
It's why I tried to rewrite the code to be the same format as yours.
Or at least as close as you could imagine, really, using the clause as a good measure.
Yes.
But a shotgun is far different from claws. If some people wish to be pedantic, perhaps it is several, at least double-digit amount of smaller claws traveling at high speeds.
Perhaps.
But yes. And I apologize for continuing to bring it up, but I do apologize for firing at you in that moment.
It is fine. I was behind barrier. There was no harm at all.
Especially considering looking back from my own visual log, there was only glass between you and me.
I got you. God damn it, Ravenform. I know, I don't know
It
how
would appear that as long as you saw the target, you try your best to get into it, close the gap, but not be aware of.
To be fair, reinforced bulletproof glass is not something that drones typically encounter, much less on the side of worker drones. So it's likely I picked it up as regular glass. Let us head somewhere more private if you would, Miss Wood. Miss Cinti has control of the cafe for now.
Alright.
I can pick up my jacket when I come back.
Go on.
Besides, I do need a moment outside. This is a Ripper dock of sorts, yes?
It is, but I don't officially work here.
Handles internal cybernetics.
I will say this is much more quieter, just generally here.
Yes. And I will not need to worry so much about... At the very least, you have plenty... Even if you do trip it... Even if you do trip it, you have ample space to evade. In that case, allow me to be seated.
Fortunately, I don't need to port myself into you to avoid complications, Sensei.
Thankfully.
Let's see. Yep. So what do you want me to check?
The regeneration part of the code. If I recall correctly from other drones, it was part of the solver mechanisms.
I'm going to guess that's in your torso.
I believe so. It's likely connected to the core.
Yep. And let's see. Gonna check the torso. And the regenerative state. What would it look like?
Yes. I've also at least learned what the Absolute Solver is capable of doing to drones that aren't created with it in mind. Their cores become fleshy. It is unpleasant to look at, I'll admit. I don't recall if you spotted the drone known as GG. Around worker drone, around, I suppose, waist high of me, I suppose. It appeared to be in a suit of some kind. Permanently had the mark of sin as one of his eyes. I suppose the mark of the solver.
There are some missing components, and some of them are just slight errors.
No null errors.
I did manage.
Yes?
Looks like it.
What we've spotted in the code so far, if a null error...
I have a memory log of... Not continue, I just need to find something.
Entirely possible hunt protocols are naturally erased from the logs. when they're tripped. Probably in the logs of memory and visual is the exact moment before I shot.
Let's see.
Especially if I'm hearing tell of a siege, it would make sure that I am not out of a fight for longer periods of time. The priest attire is unnecessary. Perhaps I could ask you to travel to a clothing store of some kind to pick up more. But just in case these get damaged.
The only two people that I know that can do tailoring work, or perhaps like sewing some sort of armor onto your existing clothes. Which that is kind of assistance as cupcakes from what I can... that I have gathered.
I don't think plating is necessary. I've already stated the durability of my chassis, solely from stating the fact that of nanite acid's feats of being able to actually corrode it. That's why we have the That's why disassembly drones have the neutralizing solution. I'm not sure how the acid interacts with organics, much less organics that have metal within them, like you. I'm not sure how well the solution would work in that effect. Much less why the solution has to come from our saliva of all things. I suppose there are worse places it can
Needs to be
come from.
Just a few more. Sorry. Stabilizing real quick. You gone?
Okay. Brief moment of static in the system.
Trying to update certain systems can cause instability for quite a bit.
Hell.
I have to deal with it myself actually recently.
Glad to see I already had the precaution of sitting down in that case, so I don't have a risk of falling over.
And with them all behind your back also helps. And
Yes. A wall behind my back, making sure the tail is coiled properly.
fertilizing and yep, they're showing green.
Fortunately, there is only one easy way to test how well the regeneration functions.
I could cut just a tiny bit.
Alternatively,
That's as well, but don't make it too big.
in that case,
Let's see.
slower. Slowly, but stably. Perhaps with additional metals. You wouldn't happen to have a spare bolt on you, perhaps.
So, probably, yeah.
Yes. Regeneration takes both oil and metal into account. When it comes to regeneration, use the bolt to immediately speed up the process. I won't lie. A slight amusement came into my head when I was initially going to ask you to shoot me. After all, short of shooting myself in the foot with an 8 gauge, I don't think I can do the same. At least as far as the... Actually, would you rather take a closer look at the external workings of it when it... Now that we don't have the now that I'm not in the opportunity of attempting to shoot you with it? If you wish to take a look at it, see about a way to function, see about using it for you and Ata's cases, perhaps.
Maybe.
You helped me. It is only right I attempt to
Gunsmots.
help you in the same way. Beyond allowing you to take confession, at any rate.
That gun is more like a shotgun, no?
Yes. Regular shotgun.
It's more... From what I've known of it, again, I'm not gun smart, but I know the basics. Dealing it with close range deals more damage, since,
Yes.
well, it's more...
Be our chap, please. You God's forsaken demon. God's forsaken demon.
It's more... deals more damage.
Can the flux demon not attempt to grab my mind while I have this out?
What was the last thing you heard?
You were here. You were clasping your hands together of something about close range, dealing more damage, etc.
Yes. Those are dealing more damage since all of them are collective together and close.
Yes. 8 gauge buckshot by my measurements.
It's a risk, but yeah.
The ammunition is generated. The ammunition is generated with me. Same oil and metal principles apply.
If that's the case, it's best to shoot with moderation.
Yes. Though with the plentiful amount around.
Which would mean, in case you are low on those kind of resources, we would need to collect them and have it here. In case.
There's also another. It's also another valid. It's also another reason why disassembly drones hunted the workers for their oil and for their metals.
For survival.
For survival and for company directive. Though now that I don't have a company directive, it is only for survival now.
To be honest, it's kind of better.
Yes. I don't know if, like Marcus, I will get a contractor to myself, and whether or not it will be from the Leap Foundry, or it will be from JC Jensen hunting me down. Either for insubordination, or going rogue, or simply for failing to report in. Actually, if you would, take a look at the code again. See if you find anything regarding company precepts, or protocols, or what have you.
See?
Article the null error erased almost everything, which likely includes the company. There will be stuff in my databanks about them, of course, but likely no actual code properly.
And most likely the information that you know about them as well.
As much as I do know, I have been able to pick up, at least from looking at other drones, including the one calling herself a Sable unit, which did give me an interesting thought. That this Sable unit is from a version of the world I came from, where I did not need to be created. My kind. There was no implosion at Copper Nine's core. Most likely, no solver. She spoke of Earth. In my In my version of events, as far as I can remember, Earth is gone. Not destroyed, or consumed.
Actually, I can't really see any specific coding, or just it's too much code to the point where I can't really pinpoint down the corporation.
Nothing about authorizations.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately not. That also means the company cannot do anything against me. Because then that likely means that they cannot do a callback ping. And they cannot do a tracking ping either. They do not know where I am. Although unfortunately,
Whatever happened to you, and now that you're isolated here, they must have lost track.
they might have assumed I died in that reactor explosion.
Lost the signature of your energy.
Lost my signature shortly after losing. Apologies. It's difficult to think of them. Not because of code, but because
I understand.
I know I already confessed what I saw when I was working to help Felix and Marcus with a hospital medical supply run of sorts. Some sort of stale chemical, out-of-date chemical expired, who knows? Any number of things. Chemicals leaking from their tanks, affecting everyone, including me, MZ, and Sentinel. I do not know what they saw, but I know what me and Marcus saw. Both of our fears bleeding over. I am hesitant to speak, I will admit. For I've been attempting to bring up my squad mates with SC to admittedly little success. I seem to freeze and lock up.
Perhaps the trauma remains there.
Perhaps so. But I can at least tell you their names. Designations BG and RY.
Those are things that you can cling on to. Memory of them.
Yes, at least that wasn't taken away. Mainly seems to be code precepts and memory actively surrounding the reactor. And you obviously spotted the moment in the error logs where they overflowed twice. Usually a drone suffers 8, perhaps even record of 12 errors before they incur a fatal error themselves and die, more or less. I incurred 512. Before a full shutdown because of that reactor. When I finally rebooted, was here.
There are chances for your crewmates to still be out there. Maybe they were taken elsewhere.
No, they cannot have been. They're dead. I know them to be. They were torn apart. I saw it. Torn apart by those damned sin.
I understand. I apologize to Sugar.
I've been attempting to try and move past it, try and speak it, in hopes of getting better understanding, but I fear the only ones I've heard of properly are perhaps SC, in bits and pieces, and maybe Marcus. Marcus
Sometimes
is
those
taking
kinds
a
of traumas
rest.
could trigger the wrong thing. So,
I am of the belief of confession, that perhaps speaking my worries, my guilt, my sins may help to absolve me. At this point, I am a drone of the cloth that succumbed to cowardice.
there's no
Cowardice
wrong
and
in being
murder.
afraid. Hmm.
And here I was attempting to simply check my regenerative precepts. My apologies, Miss Floyd.
It is alright. You didn't hear, so I wanted to provide at least someone who can listen.
I suppose you could take a look at the memory logs, so I don't need to speak it myself.
I think that's for another time. After that, I wish not to trigger anymore.
Maybe
In
when
case
we
any
return.
protocol active.
Maybe when we return to the mega building. Maybe when we return to the mega building then.
I'll see if I have the time for it. And you may speak with Artemis, or any extra help.
God fucking forbid I turn to left.
SC can be of help of.
SC has attempted to help as best she could. She cares for me deeply. Deeper than I expected, I will admit.
You're gonna be helping out actively with medical during
It's the same thing with me, neither, really.
I suppose so.
Everything's like this deep of a connection, so.
Though, I suppose unlike Aeta, SC presumably is not an undead. Though I guess perhaps both of us are. Considering the circumstances of our
He's
arrival.
alive to me.
Well, yes, he certainly has the humor of a living comedian, I will admit.
coping and dealing with things as
You know
the
me,
situation
Thomas.
progresses on the day, which was making sure
Do you think Aeta would be able to help me
ask Mr. Hanson
with that
to knock out one of the fence
trauma?
posts over there and put a ramp in.
He could assist you emotionally. As for looking into your code, it's a negative.
Perhaps both of you together can assist in that regard then.
Maybe. I didn't hear him.
Very well then.
Because she doesn't deserve to have every person that's got a boo-boo back to her fucking facilities. I'm gonna put that on her. She doesn't deserve that.
That's very true.
So, emergency triage. At a point of time, we'll be there. From that point, I will actively get people moved from there to the gate. We have people at the gate, specifically for them, like a bucket system. We treat basic triage there, move to the gate, get people from the gate, take over. I can go back into the mainframe because I am a potential threat and compromisation for the facilities if I'm here. So,
Which is why I can't be here.
yeah, exactly. So I will be actively treating people. Yeah, that's why I'm going to be over there actively helping and treating on the field because I'm at least able to take damages and not be too off-put. So, we also got Cerberus supplying a lot of medical
I
supplies.
do. At the very least, the coolant drain outside assisted my core temperatures. Assisted my core temperatures immensely.
Dispose of supplies as well.
I do notice that high stress tends to lead to faster overheat.
Chances are it's going to be Rin and Lux here actively
That's
dealing with patients.
how it is, really.
They can
Your
defend
body
themselves
tends to
a
tense
little
up
bit.
and
It's not a
heat,
major
from
issue.
my
Heat
understanding,
accumulation.
due to high stress.
That explains why more desperate disassembly drones can even turn to attempting to attack their own kind.
Yeah, Kieran. He's going to be at the gate with
I have seen that
Cerberus,
once.
as well as there's
An
probably going to be at
unfortunate
least one
sound.
Cerberus medic in the gate as well. So, I'm sure there's other people.
Yeah, like you have
Though perhaps if
figured out how to like
if people were more knowledgeable about it, perhaps there would be less sympathy for it.
Yeah, I specifically worked on velocity so that I can have more ways to actively boost the fuck away if I need to run. But if I'm running places, Vex might chase after me. Me being around in general is going to be compromising wherever I am, so I'm best to be there.
It's fair.
Mostly because, well, when everyone got that surge and stuff, I might have been one of the
I honestly don't know.
actively touching that
It's supposed to be
at the
that.
time.
Presumably.
Go check up at the reception.
Last time as well with Powder and killing that Gaylord. Gianna. Throwing threats, people, huh? Wild.
I will admit there is a certain amusement on having these together like this. Yes. like those old cartoons. Those old movies I recall on Copper.
The old villains with long.
Yes.
You know, I haven't tried doing it this way, so this will be funny for shits and giggles.
Yes, all shall be according to plan.
All according to Keikoku.
What?
We appreciate that nonetheless. Thank you.
It's a phrase in an anime that I'm invested
Oh, is
in.
it a different language?
You already know the situation, so...
Japanese, yes.
Ah, I see. Understandable then. Fair enough.
Thank you for your time.
You are welcome. Thank you for your assistance. Right, now you can speak to it.
Of course.
I think we'll be here in a bit, for a while.
We're just trying to keep some people safe.
We are still prepping for Monday, so.
You're actually able to do the job.
Monday.
The first
What's
time
occurring then?
actually. Yeah.
Vex what?
The siege I was overhearing. I see.
This reminds me of old times. Kind of miss it.
Wallflower is courageous if misguided about this.
Leaning over the countertop is difficult. We'll have to ask Mr. Hampson to fix that a little bit.
I mean, we're not gonna be back here for very long.
Yeah, no, but just in general.
I tried to keep myself a benevolent team leader if I am put in such a role. I know I did so with Felix, and with those I took brief charge of during attacks here.
The city is probably here.
I do know I need to get myself in line, or else the trauma might likely lead to me being as aggressive as Cupcake,
People that are currently in life-threatening
and
danger are
needlessly so.
We're not going to use the auto-dock needlessly.
I would lie still on the assumption of him
Personal treatments only.
reasonably withholding information, accidentally leading to problems.
Regular priority using the benches there as makeshift beds if needs
For it was reasonable on the idea to not say where a territory was exactly, while there was someone actively writing a map,
So, at the same time,
as SC is a navigator class.
prioritized where to have people. Again, we only have 2 beds.
She's likely mapped out most of the area of the mega building she's allowed to traverse,
Access to where to have people. Safety.
just out of making herself more comfortable with it. She mapped out a
So
rough
loud.
approximation of a lot of roads around here,
Just that one bench.
including one road that leads to Hive territory.
They've like lost an arm or something, so be it. Because again,
If he hasn't already, it's best to know also where the Vex is at the moment.
it's like, yes, you're not dying right now. Like it's a limb. Like
She likely already knows.
dangerous. Like
After all, she was here during the blockade, during one of the attacks.
That's true.
She likely spotted it and wrote it down, likely appending her map.
very edgy. Approved.
Considering the lack of digital availability, nor pod computers, we can't exactly make a digital map, so she uses paper.
They just won't die, so that means they're always going to be loyal.
Yeah, that's fine.
She also has a habit of using paper to draw her forts,
It's an incentivization to stay
including
alive, to maintain that
I will
loyalty.
admit,
It's actually a very good thing.
this stays between us,
I think you're ahead
a
of the
surprising
curve,
amount of
man.
pictures of me, or drawings.
Yeah.
That's just cute.
I suppose it is. Suppose it is.
Yeah, well, that'll get them to rush. No, I've got access to the security comms. Cairn gave me their frequencies. So, I can actively get into and sit on the security comms.
I can only hope that wasn't the sound of what sounded like night vision goggles for a moment. Perhaps I'm mishearing things.
No, thank you.
Things. Possibly just as likely that an extra large dollop of the coolant rain attempted to land on me and hit the roof instead. That's likely what the noise was.
Make sure that there is a dedicated medical channel for people.
Perhaps that would be a good idea.
We'll have to figure out a frequency.
That's good. My scanners are picking up a gathering up
Because, again,
behind the gate.
I'm only on the security frequencies just because it's the easiest
Let
way
us take a
to
look.
heads up sometimes.
I might stay here. But you're free to go if you wish.
I shall take a look, then I shall return.
It's probably a bit quieter here than
I suppose you will explain to him the my situation then. I shall return and
that Stormbringer guy came in looking for a tune-up.
God forbid I adjust myself in my chair. lag occurs right as I readjust myself for comfortability, so now everything's froze for a hot minute. There we go. Oh, not quite. Color fades in, but stops right before it could actually get in. Oh, there we go.
You don't have to.
I'm just gonna go give someone my daughter a very big
Yes, as I approach the gate and start lagging the fuck out. Anything happening, sir?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
If we were to install them now, it would be like a week-long process at the very least, you know, for us to get accustomed to them.
How is the situation, you two? Apologies for the scare.
Yeah, you're seeing it. Usual work.
Aside from apparently a slight glitch anomaly over to the right originally, but I'm guessing people are just being on alert right now.
I had heard of a potential gathering behind the gate. Not sure whether it would be coming from the direction Cerberus forces appear to be traveling, or if it's coming from the other direction.
Well, they called in static on the right-hand side, but there might be more coming out on the left.
Or it
Not a
could be
lot going on
moving for all
security
we
comms
know.
right now.
I see.
So we're just kind of just on alert, but nothing's happening.
Yes,
Very well. You likely have this in hand then.
I'm going to be, let's just put it this way, I'm going to be messing with something the size of a baseball bat.
Hello, Miss.
Nice. Welcome to
That-
the den of sinners.
Was something, I am so sorry.
Goodness.
What, it's not them, is it?
No, I don't know him like that.
Do you want
Goodness.
No. No offense. No.
I may consider myself more of a sinner than Rin, but I doubt I'm like that.
Yeah, you could have fooled me with the cross.
Nature of mannerisms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's actually pretty chill.
Yes. Had a nice,
Although I
had a
still
good
find it funny you
discussion
tried
with
to
you.
say.
at one point. I have accidentally scared a couple of imps by the cross's presence, I'm afraid. My apologies.
I just wanted to say I like your horns. These horns are cool.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah.
I still find it funny that he was like, as trying to as a compliment say like, who knows, maybe you'll rise to become a cherub or something like that.
Don't remind me of those fucking cherubs.
Well, unfortunately, my interpretation is different to yours, right?
Yeah.
To your versions. It's likely whatever this universe's version is might be different to either of ours.
I mean, if you ever get curious enough, we can just find out real quick.
No.
Well, I
No.
mentioned that, like, you know, ours look like little fucking babies with wings, and, you know. his
And
is
besides,
definitely
looks at all
Well, no, I
looks
mean
are
we go
always
French on them and
deceiving.
behead them and then see where they pop up.
Looks aren't deceiving after all. I mean,
You can give so many people shapes with that.
you're the second person to say I could trim many hedges. Although amusingly, the first demonically acclaimed.
Wait a little bit.
For your
Do I
thing?
want to leave now to get ready?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for some septic.
Yes.
Damn.
I do try to be as a comforting sort to all in the community, and you are part of the community. So I adjust.
You do got the voice for it.
Yes. I mean, I managed to take confession from a half-demon at one point, if I recall correctly. I suppose taking from the half that isn't, I suppose. I'm not saying I'll try and squeeze a confession out of you yet. You don't need to.
I know they're gonna try and squeeze something out. See where they pop up.
Wings.
Just outright racist.
Because maybe you'll, like, rise to become a cherub or something like that. No, ill.
It's also getting to them. See where they pop up.
I the flux is trying to take me.
Well, good news. You're not gonna get attacked. Seems like everything's been
It
fine.
is doing the same with me, I'm afraid. Seems it tried to take both of us.
Right.
I'm just gonna say it, Rin. Every single time I disappear for like an hour, I come back and you bring another one. First it was your sister, then it was the owl. Who's this?
Hi, I'm their daughter's cousin's father's second roommate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get me some of this before I continue talking to you, lad.
Name's Sodaha. Pleasure to meet you.
I call me Barley Fist.
Oh god, I'm gonna call you Hammer Fist now.
You
Haven't
actually
done
make
any more
fucking alcohol that can
evolutionizing while
affect
I've
us.
been gone.
Oh shit.
Nah.
I'll need to try that sometime then.
I did forget to introduce myself. My apologies. Serial designation
That's fine,
JW.
preacher.
If I can excuse you,
I was gonna say it
I
out
think
loud, but
you,
that still
shit
sounded
yourself
racist, so nice to meet you,
midway
Jay.
Goodness. Apologies, the flux are really taking a hold of me the moment I finish talking. Serial designation JW. It's not. I
got you.
I have a jacket with the armband, but obviously I don't have it on right now.
Yeah. No,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What I said was I was gonna.
I'm terrible at names. I only remember small names like Rin. You're gonna be called Battery Tail.
JW, it's two
letters.
It is
Are
2
you
letters.
fucking judging me?
Yes.
You could just call me father if that's so inclined.
Daddy.
No.
I like how I'm getting fucking judged by Rin. Like, oh, it's 2 letters. Well, I want you to know the 2 remaining brain cells I have clinking around are thinking about medical.
Goodness.
You're the one who said short names.
Hi, you're Rin, that's JW. You think I'm gonna walk up to him?
It's a
Or, hi there, JW! How are you
It's a
doing,
one
man?
letter. I mean, I know
can
it's
try
the
and say both
nature of
letters together.
pronunciation, but it is 2 letters as opposed to Rin's free.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to him.
Although that's what I was saying, it might be a little
How you doing,
confrontational.
JW?
Okay,
Most
we
people
don't
have
even go
a
the
habit.
fumbling route.
Are you gonna pet
Most
their
people
head?
do.
What the sh...
Most people do have a habit.
The only reason I remember your name is because you drilled it into my dome.
Oh, come on.
Fair enough.
Possibly because it's more amusing.
Look, I'm modeled after a jester. You expect me not to have bad jokes?
I suppose that explains the stripes.
I never did that.
But I'd also like to mention that at the end of the day, I'm just a dwarf. Half the
Easy, my
people
face
here
is all I
could
got
split
left
me like
now.
a twig.
See my face? Who's gonna split you like a twink? What?
Twig.
Okay.
What
I need to
did
get
you
my
fucking
Oculus
think I
reset.
said?
Listen, I know you come from
Look,
Aussies, but
if you want to be a
Let me
femboy,
go get
you can
my
be
jacket
a femboy. I'm not
and read
judging.
back up
I'm
in
sure
this
there are
board.
plenty of femboys with beards.
But
Goodness.
the thought is crossed my mind that it would be nice to.
sounds like it would be a good match.
There's a lot of people.
My apologies, I'm currently in. Duh.
To be replaced by the mimic. Do it.
I can't really say I'm ready to date myself.
Love's taking a hold of me.
No, not really.
Oh, so sweet. I'm surprised.
Well, I was manufactured and I said, fuck this, I don't want to be a sex doll. And then I heard about that place being a little more.
Right. Needs my help. Okay. That's why he's trash is here.
Hey, class,
Alright.
I believe.
Oh, what?
I'm unsure if I understood it correctly. A code of some sort.
Go blue. Hey. That's why he's trash.
Getting this boy.
Yes?
Might be heading back over to Mr. Tennant's workshop, but you're already aware that he's going to be requiring your, at least assistance with some code. Also just to make sure that he, in his own words, doesn't destroy it, trying to debug it.
I mean, if you need to, you can connect me wirelessly with me, like send it like the same network so that I can see his coding if I need to.
Precisely. In that case, do stay safe, and hopefully you nor Mr. Ada just don't get injured.
We'll try to.
I do not need to know what you do.
Well.
Okay.
What?
It's wild out here.
Goodness.
Very much.
Are my sensors messing with me?
Oh.
No,
Yeah, not
that's
bad.
standard. Oh, I see.
Yes, you are saying them correctly. Your optics are not failing you.
Ah, right. I thought that looking down this side of the street was affecting my sensors. My apologies.
No, I get where you're coming from. I just look that way.
Yes. I would lie, it is bizarre. But if you simply move like that, you move like that.
Yep.
Little else to it, I'm afraid.
You come.
Pete! Hello. Is that your friend?
Way out here. Yeah.
Well, I am.
I'm assuming Mr. Rato might be available for us now? Or is he still busy in other matters?
No, there's an emergency. There's an emergency at the charity.
Ah, I
A
see.
crash had occurred.
Are you well?
No, I don't think so.
Flux will
If
let me
Asa
be.
comes back and is looking for you, tell him I'm getting us something. I
I was
need
going
to.
hopefully looking at my code and my logs hasn't been affecting you too poorly.
No, it's not. It's something else.
Do you think I am able
Hearing
to
this
get into my
weird
system?
language. Unfortunately, no, because this language that my head is weird.
I see.
I'll be back shortly, but If Rita comes back and looking for me, just tell him I have to deal with something.
Take a rest.
I'll try to.
At least
I'll be
until
back on
the sensation calms down. Alright? Lord be with you. Damnable flux. Goddamn demons.
He's in there now, I believe.
I inquired myself. Did you actually get everything sorted?
It looks like they're trying everything they can over there, but it's not looking good.
I'm told Aether is also looking
One
at
of
it.
Really? It was.
Assuming it is at
I
the
don't know
chapel.
if she's full synthetic or if she's, like, half and half, but, someone fell down and they're trying to do CPR on them.
I see.
Yeah, that was probably me.
Jesus.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
I could only wish the best
Nan's
of
gotta
luck.
go get Aether.
Yes.
Have a good evening, Daddy. I'm on my way out.
Do not. For goodness sake.
Did you know much about this place?
Goodness sake. Lord Flame be with you.
Everything will be okay.
Look, he's a sex bot from the Lust Lab, made personally by the
I was going to move some
himself.
equipment
I
out
suppose
of the
that is
café
expected.
Alright, I'm back.
in preparation for
I suppose that is unfortunately expected.
siege.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he broke free of the programming, and that's why he came up here.
It is strange saying the nature of programming. I know you said that you're
Probably
more or
won't
less
be at the
manufactured,
siege,
but
maybe I can serve you the puppets.
probably less of a similarity between you and me in that case.
I mean, we're essentially in
This one has been
skills from our birth.
started. This is alright.
I mean,
We're
we're in the place
follow
for
all
it.
the orders.
I suppose it's more of a
But maybe I can serve you the puppets.
People either beat up or it's just
I suppose it's likely more of a
probably have nothing to do with the almost 70
not
people
sure
here.
instilled personality.
Damn, so wait a block.
My chances on the day.
So it was so the demon was affecting you too.
I don't know how
Yes,
long
no,
I'll be
that-
able to
that
stay
got me
here
too.
either at this rate, actually.
I see.
It's
Seems
it's
to be rather
giving me
unfortunate.
headache.
It's a little.
Hopefully, I can talk with Aether about other problems.
I'm going to go and double check things.
I know Aether and Miss Void.
Listeners,
Most Void has
the
to.
other-
Miss Void has to handle a different situation right now. She told me to tell him. But possibly a similar headache. I know I need to talk with Mr. Aether about the issues that I have in my memory logs. Not sure if there'd be a way to connect to a computer in there for ease of use, or if we need Miss
You
Void.
can get in the cafe and get that closed up with gunfire.
Oh boy.
I see. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
They have a shield.
Active mutant combat.
Actually, there's that ladder back there again. Shit.
Allow me to close this, in case you're not wishing to. There. Gunfire arriving. If the flux demon weren't so pervasive. Yes, use the other entrance if you wish to partake in the fighting.
It is closed.
That way people wishing to take part will not have such an issue. Yeah.
My partner's out there.
This one.
Very well.
Thank you.
Lord be with you both.
This one ain't effective. I lost mine at the fucking coma. It's unfortunate.
I am ready to assist. I would appreciate my game not lagging every 5 frames. As soon as the Flux Demon releases control of my mind.
Yeah, it's just some giant fucking mutant thing with tentacles and spikes. So,
I see. Then not the invincible Vex. We can handle that.
yeah, it's not.
Like detonate. I'm just gonna fucking do this. Okay.
Oh, okay. What was your name?
I was gonna say, when you're fucking ready, holy shit. They return. Why is it every blast of gunfire I start lagging? Doesn't help people are still swapping Avies constantly. Flux Demon won't let go of my mind. People are engaging in melee. I see. I knew the amassment wasn't for no reason.
I suggest you don't want to get hit again by friendly fire. Please at least get a wide look of the heavy. Oh, there's stolen waves coming in. Don't worry, hon.
If I see more approaching, I shall raise my blade. Mutants. I'm not seeing anything right now. No, the moment I turn my gaze away, be cautious when people are going in for melee.
Oh, they're about to.
I'm aiming for the orange on its back. They have their own firearms. Watch. The mutants are capable of their own firearms.
Can we in heaven not have like a ginormous person in the middle of the street?
I am... No people waiting out in the open like this now with confirmed fire available.
Hold on, let me just give us some cover from even up here.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I think the guys down below might need it more. Just a little bit more, actually.
We can just crouch behind this bar.
Yes, deploy... I was about to say, deploy the cover for the ease of use of the people on the ground.
I just saw someone. I don't know, it was just... Oh, shit. Yep.
There it is. Basic unit. Basic unit.
Oh, yep, another
Galloper.
Oh, it's glowing.
Appears to be radioactive in nature.
And they're fighting nothing up close? Oh, shit.
They will need...
Look how tiny that one is. She's a little baby.
I will inform Tiberius and Cupcake. Should I find them.
Just sticking to it.
What do you mean the panel's fucked? Ah, son of shit.
Inform Tiberius or Cupcake. Odds are good there may be risks of radiation. They're entering.
Yep, seems like they got it.
It's okay, I still love you, Pookie.
Small. Wait, is that a person? Or is that... Okay.
And? There's a little... Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Ooh. Ew. That is fucking gross.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, kill it with fire, please.
Be careful of friendly variant of fire.
Okay, I want to hop over there and...
Tear out its core if possible. Another glowing one approaching. Perhaps this can be a more rigorous test of the regeneration. Very well then. God forbid I readjust myself in my room. What the fuck? God forbid I move slightly. I forgot that combat RP is not really tenable with this amount of lag. While I wait for VR chat to, for lack of a better term, wake the fuck up.
Okay, you two, back off, back off. I'm holding it.
I am going to attempt to find the exact point.
Okay, you two, back off, back.
When you're ready. When you're fucking ready, VR chat, Jesus. Well, the music's come back in. I'm back for exactly 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, fuck, Steam. Another approaching. More approaching. No, never mind, I'm back for another minute-long lag. Okay. When you're fucking ready, VR. Okay. Do not be afraid to fall back if needed.
I'm going to politely request everyone move on him.
Understood. No use dividing our forces. Test successful. The Flux demon appears to be more of a hazard to me than the mutants. Unfortunately.
This one out, but goddamn, I got getting red stuff. That was unexpected. Yeah, we all probably got hit with red stuff, so we should stay up here until, like, we get checked out.
I stayed far away enough that I likely did not incur any.
I've been told by someone of servers as well that there's a reactor in there that's left on.
It's a chemical plant. It's got a reactor there. That's where they get their radioactive
That explains how the mutants came to be.
I see.
Are we going to make a move to remove the reactor's problem?
They said that there's going to be. I've been told by Gray back at Meat Rock last week that there was going to be a team of 5 to go in there and deal with it.
Yeah, that's not today, though.
At the very least, the mutant problem appears to be mitigated.
Survey up on this left roof. I'm not coming down because I got hit by one of the green ones. I need a decon on me.
I shall move to find Tiberius and Cupcake.
I saw
Hey.
Mother's maiden name?
Electrical tape.
There you go.
Thank you.
Apologies to overwork you, Mr. Tiberius, but I'm afraid we will need decontamination when you are done.
If it's the Cerberus guys, I can't do that right now. I don't have enough for those 2 big motherfuckers.
I believe there are also some smaller units.
God fucking damn it. I will forgive you. Alright, well, priorities.
Yes, if Cupcake is available, I shall direct them. Three of these 4, and by extension the dwarf as well, have also been in close proximity with glowing mutants. Odds are good they are contaminated. I stayed far enough away that I did not incur any damage.
Are they who? Them? These?
Anyone that engaged in combat with a glowing green mutant. You three fought the large green mutants, yes?
Yes.
Then I shall direct Tiberius. Lumi and the others are also contaminated beyond the gate.
Get them out here.
Lumi, I believe, is being looked at by the dwarf.
Hey, if you fuckers were out there fighting, go out there right now. That includes you. Go.
I stayed at range. I stayed at range, but I shall consent to a decontamination just in case. Apologies.
So I don't have to come back later.
Yes.
You guys got this covered, yeah?
They should. They should. Anything I could do to assist you?
Fucking just help them out with whatever.
Very well.
No, I was in back here. That's range.
Alright, cool. Get decontaminated either way. There's
It's
radiated
best to be
blood all
certain.
around.
In that case, let me bring the wings back out, and my primary weaponry. It is unlikely that you and Miss Cinti incurred radiation. Well, those two. I see. As far as I am told, if you'd had closer quarters with the larger green mutants, then odds are good radiation may have been imparted. In that case, I shall step out here for decontamination. Thankfully, I was able to aim my shots without too much issue, or worries of friendly fire. Good lord.
Oh, shot.
Well, get yourself medically acquainted. Odds are good you might have had to pass through radiation to get here. Mine is minor. There, that shall suffice. Thank you.
Actually, just a little bit of a spray on that pipeline. I stored some
Very well.
pieces there.
Very well.
No, I mean... damn it. Okay, whatever. Have I met you before?
I saw you at the bar, yes. I think.
I have met you before. Yeah, no, I said cool. I said, like, you're the one with the cool tail, right? Yeah, you are. Down low?
Didn't hear that, guys. Thank you.
You are crackling with fucking energy. Why?
Hello, up high?
Because
Yo?
she has
Got this
so
one?
many people to give
Oh,
her
finger
a high
guns.
five. It's
Got me,
kind of funny.
What, people actually give it...
It's soggy in the clothing department. Is there anywhere I can dry this
High
off?
five, and they do it, and it's funny.
I feel unfortunately if you asked that an hour ago, even before the combat, the answer would have probably been no,
Yeah.
considering the constant coolant drain, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sure.
Well, no, I mean, I was actively sprayed down and hosed by the contamination stuff. This is fine
could-
for the rain, as it were. I'm no
He could have given me a warning to
the
close my
understanding.
eyes, but oh well.
You think that's a real hand?
Oh, what? No,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
simply
yeah.
asking if there's any, like, dryers here that I can just sort of, like...
None that I am aware of, I'm afraid.
Had a real arm in a while.
Or anyone with the... What's the spell?
Looked. I just thought it was like...
I do not know. Maybe a small burst or a flamethrower would be sufficient. I.e. a amount.
Well, that's kind of normal for me though. Well, you are phasing through the okay, never
How are
mind.
you doing? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Only a minor decontamination. And a good test of my regeneration capabilities.
What's in? Is that a
I wish
tattoo?
I could regenerate. That'd be useful.
It would be less than ideal to have my regeneration systems with you. You would require oil and metals.
Yeah, I know.
While it is also useful for regenerating ammunition, it does also still take from the same pool. I do too much or take too
I
much,
understand.
I become too hungry and perhaps
I got hit by a flamethrower.
I do become too hungry enough that I start contemplating attacking other synthetics.
Respectful hand holding.
There we go.
I understand.
I don't. Jesus.
And I do not
that is
wish
not-
that.
Wait till you meet RD.
Hopefully I can get my burns repaired soon.
It should be enough.
Hey, real quick, wait till you meet RD.
You are fine. Yes?
Do we know that this place is used for any injured? What if we funnel them
It's
into
a,
each other's
Zergodoc, I believe.
If I wouldn't cause my
So
own
kinda.
then I would start dying.
To an extent. Probably not for general medical injury.
Just like
If I
that.
recall correctly, medical supplies were moved into the cafe before the attack. I mean,
Yeah.
No. Why?
I wonder if I blast her with ice.
The only thing I am slightly annoyed about with the decontamination is that I wish he gave me a warning to not close my eyes and mouth.
Yeah.
What chemical is this? Sodium nitrate?
I haven't done anything bad. What? I was being nice. Yeah. You can say chill all you like.
What happened?
Pull out the
Please
water balloon.
Please don't murder me.
Well, looking at my sensors, you're almost completely electricity.
We
What?
murder it.
Yeah. Oh, well that won't do very much, but...
Water kills them.
So the simplest way... Don't say that. That
Oh,
implies
that might
the
do
easiest
something.
way to murder her would simply be to take the umbrella away.
They
did
say that out loud.
Why do you think shooting would have been the option? Because you shoot them right about, I'd say, there. It's going to literally shred the entire ability for the umbrella to stay up.
Did
which
it have
means
to
that
add
it
metal?
flops.
Like, did they make it resistant, or is this just like...
That's probably
Despite the
that's
despite the
probably
combat
personal
scenarios, we are
umbrella.
not a
Most
we are not a
likely
community
not.
of savages.
Yeah, no, I'm just an absolute... I'm a bastard. I think about
I think the only one
ways to get around things.
thinking is different than doing. That
I'm
implies
praying, like,
ingenuity,
I mean,
which
I
I
guess I
can
can come
respect.
back if I die, but like, I would just prefer not to.
Fair.
You want to play hot
Most
potato?
people would
I was
prefer
standing
not
out
to
here
perish.
because I was
No.
expecting people to be irradiated from the,
Are they all and like,
A team of 5?
they went down there and fought some big mutant guys, and then
injured in the fight.
I was not
Yeah.
injured, thankfully.
I was preparing right away just in case. But, if they got decontaminated, I'm fine with not having to waste
Fortunately,
the
a team of
resources.
decontamination specialists, and Tiberius is currently... Okay.
no, yeah, they were fighting these big like
Tiberius
guys,
is
and then
currently
someone
busy
said, "Ooh,
repairing
they
the
look
gate."
tasty," and I told him that's a dumbass, but I think he went off to go like eat one or something.
The only one I engaged in melee combat were ones
I
that
would
were
have
not
liked,
glowing green.
I would have really liked to do that myself, but I can't, unfortunately. So.
You're like doctor, right? And you like worked at the at that rip and chip thing, right? Okay, so if I wanted to like
on call. Yeah.
Okay, if I wanted to like start, like let's say someone's heart's like stopped, and I wanted to like restart it, like how would I? Where do I like? Where would I like put my hands or wherever? Like would I do something like
So
that?
you to turn yourself into a makeshift defibrillator.
And I wanted to like restart
Myself,
it.
but
Like
I
how
can't,
would I? Where do I like?
Wrong.
A DIY
Yeah.
defibrillator.
You put that hand. So if we're assuming your hands
coding of this corner right now, I just want you all to know that this is an amazing color coding corner. I'm gonna go now.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
So imagine your hands at the defibrillator pad.
Right.
Alright. Wow. I'm seeing a lot of floating things today. Yeah. So you want one hand up there.
Here?
Not quite.
Yeah, and the other hand down there.
Forms
Okay.
a current that will
And
not
then-
run its way through the heart.
You want it to go from point A to point B, which goes through the heart, not directly on it, because if you overdo the amount of joules that you put through, you will literally
Your heart will
cook
explode.
the heart. Yeah, you will literally turn that shit into a baked potato.
Goodness.
I know. I did that to an enemy before. I went, boom, heart attack, and then they died.
You know,
but
I realize at this point, if I really desperately wanted to, I could shove my hand into someone's chest and Kalima, Kalima.
I've done it a few times.
I have unfortunately done the same.
Yeah.
why is this a common? Why is this a common trend?
All for different
I
reasons,
can't
I
for-
imagine.
Kalima, Kalima.
When you're ready.
You put through, you will literally. Well, I can't.
How do we practice this? I don't want to accidentally like kill someone, but I want to be able to do it. Like, how many volts do I send?
We will practice this when we get home. We will go to Dave and we will ask Dave if we can borrow some villagers.
No.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Excuse
no,
me?
I'm not killing people.
If we can't use villagers, I'll go get raiders from home.
That's not. RZ. What? I don't want to kill anyone.
Do you? Yeah, I was about to say, did you forget the last part of her sentence?
Did you create?
It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of like a feeling. Like people. Electrocute someone I could, though.
Right, go to a fucking hardware store, find a voltmeter so that you can know what the fucking voltage you're putting out is.
Yes.
Artemis, well, that's not what I'm putting out, though.
Fucking thing. I'm not even a handyman and I know this is a fucking thing. Go get a fucking voltmeter so that you can know.
The lightning bolt.
Like tens of thousands of volts. You literally only need between 200 and 1,000 volts to restart a heart. Or at least
You told me 100 volts is a heart attack. I have to do like, dude, that's like, holy sh. Oh, 600?
Yeah,
I gotta like,
600.
I gotta train this. I gotta train on this on a heart attack.
I hate it. So, it's... You're not causing a heart, you're causing a heart arrhythmia. Which then stops the blood pumping correctly.
How's the situation with everyone?
Deoxygenate, which is what causes you to pass out. Because it's the lack of oxygen
Good.
going to your brain. Because your heart is pumping irregularly.
Did you spy if Tiberius has made any progress with fixing the gate controls?
I think they have, but it's wide open at the moment.
Yes, apparently it suffered.
You don't want to defib the heart to keep the brain.
Apparently the gate controls suffered flamethrower damage by accident. That's why it's stuck open.
You shock it to try and get it to start properly.
Tiberius is working on resolving this.
Well, I guess I can try and ground
I'm unsure if they've resolved it yet.
I have to like double think of everything.
Everyone here is alright for now.
Congratulations. Do you know how to do chest compressions?
Senti came through here and I was making sure they are alright. Are they still in there?
Do you know how to do chest compressions?
Perhaps. I can't quite tell.
But I can't use my other hand, but it's like 1, 2.
It's likely she is.
You take one hand, you put the other hand over the top and interlace the fingers through it. You put the palm of the first hand, the base of it, on the heart, and you press in. Do you know the pace that you go to do that?
Shit. I learned it before. Ah, damn it. Wasn't it like 1, 2? 1, 2. Ah, damn it. Wasn't it like...
Know the Bee Gees. Do you know the Bee Gees?
I don't think so. I wasn't trained to be a field medic.
Do you... Okay, do you know the song Staying Alive? Just, staying alive, staying alive.
I see.
Yeah, that's the beat you do it to. That's the... Yeah, you stick to that pace. It's literally how you do CPR, yes.
Staying alive CPR. Oh, okay. I can remember that. I don't know why.
It's a good mnemonic to keep in your brain. Just staying alive,
Double
keeping
check
them
just
alive.
out of precaution. No.
Yeah. Reloaded it? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
There.
had to double check it was at full capacity. Just in
Do you
case.
have guns in your arms?
Created
I have
by
an axe
enemies.
I can have an axe in my arm. I can go boom axe. Yo, claw
I can
hand.
disintegrate you with mine.
Very cool.
I prefer that didn't happen.
I could, yeah.
Situation.
I'm not going to.
Your eyes okay?
I
mean,
No, I don't have a.
I'm not with Cerberus or anything.
Yeah, she doesn't have eyes.
I just got my own stuff.
Usually
Okay.
me saying situation
Wait,
is
then
just
what do you-
how is everything?
How'd you come over
How
here?
is everything generally in that area?
I don't know. I can see.
From your
I just don't have eyes, and I don't know how it works.
Hi, zombie man. Hi. It's me and half. I'm just a dwarf at the
You do CPR, yes.
That's normal. Is that your mic?
Sorry, the flux demon is
Don't
unfortunately very
That's
aggressive.
how I make a lot of sense.
You want to hit the
Nah, yeah, sure.
Dwarven golden
That's fine. Nice flower necklace.
I believe Mr. Twirls
Oh, no,
of
it's
the
not
Red
my
Knights
body.
attempted something called fluxancy.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he was
Yeah,
moving as
my
a
body
ship.
does weird shit. I used to be human.
Which last boss is which?
Oh.
Actually, no, which one's 12?
Yeah, me too.
The one with black and red
like a
chassis.
moth, like
More
demi-human.
red small accents.
Nope.
One eye.
Monster. Pokemon.
Nope. I don't. I
One
ain't.
eye as opposed to 3 eyes like
I had a lab
Batman.
accident.
I'm good.
I'm a lab accident. Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Mr. IX has his name emblazoned on his chest.
I'm Marie the Summon, the lightning summon. I used to
Are you safe to touch? Will you shock me?
I'll use it with.
I can grab myself. That makes you feel safer. I wouldn't actually want to shock you.
I don't want to like the joy buzzard when I go to shake your hand.
It would not be wise to ground yourself. The ground is still likely wet and fluid.
Don't die.
Wet ground. Okay.
Yes.
There
I
you
was
go.
about to say it might not be wise.
That's fine. The water's already evaporated.
I'm a master in bitchcraft.
Yeah, no, you would not want to be on the receiving end.
Copper's the most conductive metal of electricity, or at least one of.
Yeah.
Gold as well.
Gold's pretty good.
Then
Up there as
I
well.
probably die.
Oh, shit.
Gold.
Okay.
Just like a cup of water. Dude,
Apologies for 1 moment. May I do something?
You understand when you get a new spell and you want to use it because you want to know what it
Very
does,
well.
but you have no good reason to, and you only get one cast a day, so you're like, I want to
what
see
did
it. I want to use it on someone.
checked your mind.
You're like,
Look, I figured out something
I
I
have a
can
habit of
do,
doing this.
mixing both of the things that I do.
I mean, if you want me to make it safe,
But I realized if I do it, it's
You know you can
kinda
leave,
gonna be
right?
You don't need to eject
now,
every
I also don't know how
clip from the
far
magazine.
I'll go by myself then.
Oh no, I took the mag out. I flagged multiple times
Make sure it's
to make sure
safe.
there's nothing in the chamber.
I was just
and,
double checking to see if it
No, it
was
has to have
ready
range.
to shoot
Really?
immediately.
I thought there was instructions for my.
It would be
gun.
unwise for you to have an empty magazine just in case the worst
those
thing
are
occurs.
instructions
very
for
close
the person
range.
from Happy. Make sure it's safe.
If you think it's loaded, you turn off the safety and then
some people
click.
that shatter him.
Yeah, I'm working on figuring out how to
That buys the enemy a few precious seconds
No, I
of
mean,
confusion.
well, it's Hunger of Hadar.
I mean, I got the backup.
All right.
Flagged multiple times to really make sure there's not.
Yes, but that extra second or two where you're confused and realize is exactly what the
Physically in
enemy
the same
needs.
plane to send them I can vortex
And I'll
warp
kill it.
someone, but
Real.
I can't like actually
Easy.
change their plane.
A
The
lot
funniest
can
one
happen
is
in but
I can
3
make someone
seconds.
religious really fast because I can make them holy.
You know what?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I
Actually,
like that. I can feel
I
someone
can
with
kill one of
ease.
those guys.
All I was doing is
easily.
simply checking the amount of rounds in the magazine.
Would you like to go in there?
Confident butthead.
Yes, she is.
butthead.
Go on in.
I am bringing administration.
I cast bees.
Dummy up, homie, dummy up.
Bees.
You go get her. I will shut the door behind you.
Oh!
I want to get
I'm
away.
going to like.
I can at any moment summon a swarm of bees wherever the fuck I want, as long as
You
it's
good? You want
within
to attack?
That is
Yeah,
concerning.
Marge can do some. You go get her.
That is highly concerning.
Confetti. I don't
Well, the
think that's
confetti I don't get
equivalent
from this book.
exchange.
The confetti's a different thing.
I guess that's true.
That-
There's like a hit in the face. Okay, you want to roll crap?
Those look like embers.
Bees.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's about equivalent.
I just want to see.
Yeah, you're getting looted, bro. That's crazy.
You know?
The safety on your rocket was
Are
off.
you checking my shit?
No, the safety on your rocket was off.
Highly tempted to be like, go ahead,
Don't
cast
electrocute
it.
anyone.
Cast counter spell. You go ahead, do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to be a bitch. Just to be a bitch.
Oh, no, I didn't have a fresh
Good.
one loaded.
That would be.
There we go.
That's what you call, I think,
Yeah.
shooting
Ow.
someone.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's the
You're
same
not
thing
a
with like my
happy.
fourth level spells.
I am a
I can
father,
do
not a
them.
thief.
I've got a few that I can do, but I can only do one of them per day.
Wait, I can
Most of the time I
counterspell
use it
your
for
counterspell.
dimension door.
Goodness.
Yo, what's this?
That's the problem with the two of us.
I swear to God, if you fuck with my...
Yo, what's this? Yo, look at that. Oh my god.
God, if you fuck with my...
Shit.
man. But yo, what's this? Yo, look at that! Oh my god, it was cool.
I can't counter on top of that because I can't layer a counter on a counter.
You got the safety on though?
Cast the counter unless I upcast my counter to the 4th level and make it harder for you to try.
Are you attempting to tickle his
Stop fucking
gun?
with stop fucking with my weapons, or else you're gonna lose the other eye. Alright?
Do you think a trigger mechanism is waving a feather in front of someone's nose?
Ah, yes, it is an angry cat indeed.
What? No, I was pulling the trigger to see if the safety was on. You gotta
It
make
was.
sure.
We
Listen,
already made sure
safety
of
is a top priority, okay?
Yeah, well, generally the way I hold this when I'm not using it is up, down, or not at all. I'm holding it not at all, right?
Liz West.
So,
What's the thing on the end?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that sounds blast.
What's this thing?
stop touching my.
I mean, look.
What's this thing?
Yeah,
What is it?
And there's a reason why people wear leather gloves and they do it, and rubber and such.
I'm pointing. What is it? The thingy. Is that a flashlight?
I only have one
Yeah, it's a flashlight.
I see.
Really? That's a big ass flashlight. Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's a retro.
Heavier duty.
This is an 80s style one. I like the 80s style. That's why I've only got the
Why not
irons.
50 step? I only have one more cast of it.
Oh, that's cool. I respect the 80s
Unfortunate
grind.
temporal
Yeah,
question. Which
I can point, you
80s?
can be
Yeah.
like, you're on the roof now.
The good old 80s.
It is. I get it now. I understand.
So over a century, so almost a full millennia from where I
I
come
finally
from. I
have
see.
anything I can just summon.
I don't know where you're from, but
According to my world's calendar, before I had an incident to send here, 3073.
I'm thinking.
oh, God,
He's from the 80s.
no, I'm not from the 80s. I'm just using an 80s kid.
Oh.
If it is
Well, yeah, but he said
If it is functional, prototype
the 1980s.
prototype
right?
drones still utilize AK-47s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? At like 30 something, 100 years? That's like millennias.
If it ain't, I believe the company policy was if it isn't broke. If it isn't broken, then why bother
Yeah,
attempting
like-
to fix it?
Yeah, but like
There are
19.
people who still use it from World War One. The M2
Plus, considering it is for prototype
Oh yeah,
drones,
this
it's
is
better
from the
to use
80s.
stuff than
No. He's talking about his world though, not in the metaverse. Metaverse makes sense.
Plus, with the nature of
This guy gets
prototyping, it is likely.
What is he got?
Yes.
What is that?
With the nature of prototyping, it is best
I
to
can't
use
see it
proven
'cause of the light.
technology while you're testing unproven.
It's a
Just so that the
modern
prototype has something to fall back on in case it needs to.
Because, you know, it's gotta be one of
I
those
respect
freaking
it.
rotisserie ones, right?
Fair. What gun was that?
You let them have it.
It was just a modernized 1911 or a custom one.
Oh, 1911's fine.
Just readjusting, they do keep forgetting how long the blade can be.
Yeah, but it would take time to do that.
And I am taking care not to flag with this, because I unfortunately do not have a safety limit for this one.
I mostly just focus on configuration.
Wait, but I thought, how do you
All I
not?
have is Eldritch Blast.
Shouldn't every
It's
gun come with
integrated into my
safety?
arm. It's integrated and generated from my arms. If I have to pull it out, then a safety is unnecessary.
Is I took control flame because I don't want that.
Okay, so why do we have it out?
Easy way to put myself out.
Demonstration.
Do we need one? Do we need? Oh.
I am not
Are you
to
gonna
fire
shoot it?
it.
What are you shooting?
Is that it's the difference between the AK-47 or the prototype I was talking about and my kit.
Generalized. I'm
8-gauge
It
buckshot,
just looks like
minimal
gun.
recoil.
restrict myself from
8-gauge buckshot. For the work I was intended to do, it sufficed.
spells.
Yeah, nice trip, man.
Well, yeah, you've got a more unique viewpoint on like certain ways
Yes.
of doing magic.
Damn. You like switch to the other one, and it's like turning the LEDs on. I don't know, man.
Whereas I very much just study what would be considered standard.
Well, yeah, because this is for urban and shit. I mean, and this is for forest, and this is for the desert.
Yo, that's some.
I
That's
need to
some.
go to a
Yo,
conference.
you move fast, man. That's crazy. You like swapped all your clothes like just like.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's just adaptive clothing. I'm just able to set
I
it.
realized before I forget.
Oh, really? Is that like tech?
Yeah, it's.
Does that mean if I touch it,
Yeah, I don't know whose that one
it'll
is.
go like?
Or why it's floating around.
I don't know. Stop
I don't
trying
know,
to
but
find
I made it
excuses
kiss my
to
book.
touch me. Like, are you just some fucking pervert or something?
Weird.
Genuinely, do I need to do I need to put you on a list? Do I need to file a restraining order?
You're kind of bro. What? What are you talking about? Did something happen to you before?
I need to
Do you want to talk about it?
I would probably seem
Maybe.
more cool if I yapped less.
I just don't appreciate being touched by, you know,
Oh, hello.
people with a sparky personality.
There's a face I haven't seen in a minute.
That's yo.
Didn't realize that was you.
Generally, maybe it's just generally polite to not go around.
Who do you think you
and just
are? Who do you think you are? That's elementalist, bro. That's crazy. Yo, that is like.
How have you been?
That is crazy.
Maybe it's just
That's
respectful not to just
Yo.
touch people, you know?
Hello? Hey. You are. Oh.
Astronomical, but
Ow.
living my life the best.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't believe it. You made out with Marcus fucking Grimoire. That's messed up.
It was it was more of a light, friendly pet.
I suppose that
Make
takes
romance
the.
literature.
I suppose that's a different interpretation
So you're
of the
saying
quote
she didn't
love
share
than knowledge.
bookmarks. Understandable.
No pages were spread.
Did one of the books turn into hardback?
No pages were spread.
Oh my. I was going to say, that brings an alternative meaning to a love for knowledge, doesn't it?
You're doing great.
Ah, yes. Push my gun down and make me flag people. I appreciate you, Princess.
I am gonna go and do work.
If it is not too much trouble, I may
Yeah,
still
I'm gonna
require
get ready
both of
for
you before
next
the day
time.
is complete.
Huh?
I may require the both of you before the night is complete, I'm afraid. Void knows why, although she might be currently
Hello.
too tired.
Bro just turned into a book. Can you
I don't feel tiredness. I'm cuddle coated right now.
She has become a cat. She
Yes,
has
the
obtained the. She has obtained the lap that she wants to have obtained.
Can we like put you in a
And I
Pokeball?
do not know how much the coolant is helping the skin.
Sorry, I like just learned of like Pokemon today, and I want to see one. They're like my long lost
believe-
cousins, real.
There might be some
okay.
around, I'm not too sure, I'm afraid.
Pokemon and summons. Listen, we get along like
Do I
brothers.
look like a Pokemon to you? Or am I just like repeating my name constantly?
Yeah, you kind of look like a Pokemon.
Perhaps
You're the
not.
one with fluffy ears with electricity around you. You're the one who looks like a fucking
I mean,
electric.
do you want me to Do you want me to release one of my Pokemon out? I mean, I can let one of my Pokemon out if you'd like.
Do you have a
I mean, you can one out
Pokemon?
that.
I need to check if they're like
I'm a
street
trainer.
brothers
Okay,
with me.
is this person like your friend or
Yeah, that's my best friend.
are you guys friends with this one?
Not really.
That's my best buddy.
Stop
That's my
trying
best-
to fucking touch me without my permission. Stop fucking trying to put me in a pose. Stop being a disrespectful little shit.
It says a lot about your assumptions that you assumed I was looting him when I was just simply flicking the safety on his lore.
To be fair, it looked like you were going to grab the fucking bazooka or whatever that is.
No, I have no need of such currently.
No, I'm not
Well,
going
I will go around the corner and I will let one of my Pokemon out just to mess with her. You know what?
Very well.
I do have a ground type.
You will have to stop
Yeah,
your
homie,
cuddle code, I'm
Knuckles.
afraid. Unless you're looking to substitute.
You don't want
Goodness.
I don't like substituting my cuddle coated.
Cool. We're even now.
That is fair.
Yeah. Listen, I was kind of like, yo, wait, you're back? What the fuck? Where'd you come from? It's a Pokemon. Fuck, where'd you come from? It's a homie. Yo, are we on like the same
Your
team?
feet are in the ground, I'm afraid.
They're
Am I
always on the
ground?
ground. I'm sorry. I'm
There we
just
are.
ungodly fat and break the ground when I walk. I'm sorry. It's the thing.
What is
To be
up?
fair, today has been the day of tall people being around, like just an obscenely large amount of them.
Because
Yes.
we're literally we eat our
Great.
Wheaties
Love to
and
see it.
we're
Love to
like
hear
20
it.
feet.
And by here I mean see, because you know what I'm saying.
I mean, some have wings, evidently.
That's the gibble.
He looks like he's
Considering,
really loud, but then he's
you know,
also
how many
quiet.
tall people there were at the gate, I honestly didn't think it was a security force. I thought I was watching an NBA game.
Can I touch him safely? Oh Jesus! He's tweet bazooka or whatever that is. Oh, he's gonna like die.
Goodness.
One sec.
That one's around. That one should be
Yellow?
fine. What if his ground
Alright.
he gets bigger? I think he's part ground type. He might be fine.
Let me look at the train times.
Oh, there we go.
Alright. Oh, I need to get going.
Very well.
Oh, he looks happy. Yeah. See, we're like
Perhaps
we're
I
like,
could work
nice
with
to
you
meet
again
you,
in the future.
we're like homies. Summons a Pokemon.
Nice to meet you, Father, Priest,
we
Bishop.
team up.
Designation
Races on the
JW.
streets. They know where I'm from. That's
Call
right.
me Freebird. Yes, I know it's a song. No, it's not my actual.
Code names are normalized.
I do
I
not understand
understand.
this dialect.
I'm not expecting you to give away your actual name to a civilian.
No,
Dialect.
it's not my. Oh,
She's deaf. I'm a ground.
Was just talking about death of people.
And the Flux Demon can let go of me for 5 minutes. Right.
She finds it very hard to understand people, so
Apologies.
she just sort of vibes.
you're fine. No, yeah.
Lucky she doesn't get too
a
naughty.
conversation earlier about being like, so if I had to like shoot electricity,
Legally it is murder, but I'm trying to get that changed to the
and then I said, what if
DMV.
they're deaf? And they said,
Well, I'll
hope
call
and
it as a
pray that
code
they see the
name
lightning.
regardless. So it sounds like it should
Walk
be.
into the light. Yeah.
It was meant to be. It's a long story, but I got a train to catch.
I see. Very well. Be well then. May the Lord's
See you
light be
later,
with you.
priest.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, thanks. Jesus. Damn.
Hey, look, if you want to
And shadow you where it
you
needs to.
you look at the side of my mouth and see if you can see her tongue in it as well.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my lord, Atar.
Crazy.
Oh, you're going crazy.
Display of affection. What?
Oh my goodness.
Bitch, I'm a psychiatrist. You think crazy? Shit.
Oh, you hear everyone's crazy then. Oh, no wonder you're...
Yes,
No, no, no.
I know everyone's a fucking lunatic.
Oh.
Ironically, I
crazy
don't
rubbed
seem
off
to
on
have
him.
too much lunacy traits, it seems.
You want some cover from the fucking coolant?
No, the coolant affects my core temperatures nicely.
Oh. Isn't it like all dirty and shit though? Like,
I'm able to at least
fucking
siphon the
hate
actual
water.
coolant
Fuck
from
water,
it.
dude. God damn. Let's dry up
We
the
should go to the
oceans.
swimming pool.
Can we dry up the ocean?
What if I told you we were on an island?
I don't know. Technically, everything
Appearance
counts
is
as
on
an island.
I am told there's a desert outside this city, and I don't wish to step outside in it.
Yo, an island. Kinda nice.
I live in a
but
desert.
They don't have lightning storms. It's just warm.
That's where my
like,
junkyard is.
there's like a lack of moisture, so it's like nice for
What is...
plant integrity.
Good, Maury.
No. Fucking, I'm very much not right now.
Yeah, I got you.
Something I'd like to talk to you in private.
I've just been talking to these guys. I was messing
Ah,
with this
yeah.
guy
Your girlfriend
earlier.
can
A lot of
come
people
over.
want Hater in
But he was
private, I noticed.
kind of mean.
Why was you
A lot of people wish to talk with Hater in private, I
He
noticed.
kept poking me in the eye.
Okay, who?
Oh, he was this like military-looking guy. Oh, where'd they go? Hey, what was the guy's name who kept poking me in the eye?
Codename Freebird. He said he had a train to catch, likely caught by superior squadrons.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He did. He was basically retorting. Yes, he was preemptively retorting that he knows.
Sorry, what did you say?
He was preemptively retorting that yes, he does. Oh, fuck's sake.
Sorry, what did you say? Hold on, give him a second. Wait, I got you. Restart.
Don't do that.
Let's go. What did you say? Restart.
Oh. Let me just,
No, the flux demon is just aggressive. It's even when the streets are empty.
rewind this conversation.
No, I still have memory, don't worry. Doesn't wipe my memory logs. Yes, he was preemptively retorting that yes, he is aware of the connotation of the code name.
Oh.
But
Why
he did
was he
say
so
that
mean to
his...
me?
might simply be military-based bravado. I understand.
I was in the
sir.
military. You don't gotta be so stuck up about it, though. Goddamn.
Perhaps it depends on how long you have been out of it, in that case. He appears to still be in it.
Question, did you ever leave it?
Well, technically not. Technically I am still enlisted, but the civilization is destroyed, so...
Technically
Damn,
an act of
we need
reserves
to go
in
back
that
to your
case.
home world?
So,
We need to go back
I
to
was
your
in the
home world
military,
and get you paid.
and then my soul got trapped in an artifact, and then I got lost for like a few hundred years.
I suppose
So
that would
every-
label you as missing in action and thus no longer a part of the military.
But I miss my military. This is technically my off-duty jacket. Yo, check this out. Boom! I think it's got my rank on it. I don't remember. PFC.
I see. Unfortunately, I do not know much about military ranks. They were swapped out
Private
in my
first
drone
class
capacity.
is basically just an experienced private. I think it's got my rank. Hold on, give me... They didn't really put me any higher. I was not very good at following direct orders.
I see. Usually when it comes to my squad, mainly because the squadrons of disassembly drones, it's usually based on their role. A pilot is most oftenly the team leader.
Well, we had different, everyone has different abilities, or traits, you could say. So we'd usually have a squad of 6, and then each person would have a different trait. I was
Usually with disassembly
patience
drones, it's a squad of 3 or 4.
lightning. We're a squad of 7. Did I say 6? I meant 7. Squad of 7.
Disassembly drones are often 3 or 4 at most.
A smaller squad. What the fuck is the numbers in a platoon again?
I believe 40 also, if I recall correctly.
40? Oh, what's a battalion? 10?
I believe.
100?
I would assume either 100 or 4 platoons, also known as 160.
Oh?
I'm assuming the larger one is your entourage. Well,
She's probably the same. Hi. She works for
Yes.
the person who owns the. We'd usually have a squad of 6, and then each person would have a. Not me.
So, like, the 5 minutes I walked away, I made someone cry.
What the fuck did you do?
I see.
Said someone's outfit wasn't cool looking, and it's just an outfit.
Oh, and they cried.
I see, so you
Oh,
insulted
okay.
pride, alright, then you didn't do anything that terrible.
Yep. Man, I've
Simple.
insulted lots of people. I tried to kill Lust. I still want to chop her kill Lust. And force feed it to her.
You mean the sins? It's really weird living with all the 7 sins. It's really weird.
You're
I
sick.
use that. Oh yes, 6. I forgot. I'm missing pride. No, as greed. Really weird greed. The greed owns me.
Welcome
That's
back.
crazy. Oh,
That's...
I was training.
Welcome back.
I'm
You
afraid I
didn't realize
cannot
you
comment
died.
on the
We
matter for
think you're
obvious
just a clone.
reasons. Plus, nature of lack of knowledge.
Also, we were talking to the pool, and
No,
she said she wants
yeah,
her
they
child
have like
support.
they're like there's like the 7 deadly sins, and they all live
I
in the
figured
same
a
like castle
high-ranking
place.
demon type.
There's like you've
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
seen one
some-
of them. One of them's like red. What's the one I don't
Happy
like
Bunny.
because of the leveling? No, not Happy Bunny. The
Lily.
leveling. They're like red. I don't know. They come around here.
Red, they were
flowers
a
over her
they were a
eyes.
revolver and a sword. the one
Yeah.
with flower- yeah.
I believe I had seen her here once before.
She's been here a few
she's,
times with me.
I do not believe I've heard her speak, although this Happy you speak of, if I recall correctly, Purple Bunny's type of woman?
Black hair, purple.
If I recall
black
correctly, she did
hair
order a
with purple
coffee at the
highlights.
cafe at one point.
Probably. I don't really like. I don't really like Wrath.
Why?
Most
they
people
have
do
leveling
not.
system from my world. That's
Yeah,
a lot of dead
they're
people.
level 39.
Yeah, that's not possible from my world, but okay.
I asked if I could have it, and she said no.
I don't know. I don't like that. The max level is supposed to be like 20. And if you reach 20, that means you're just like a murderer. Like a pure
Okay.
cold murder. I don't know. I don't know. Listen,
I
I don't
murder
know,
people
man.
all the damn time. What is
There's a
what's the
difference. The difference is
Depends on purpose, I suppose.
I've only ever read it in books. It was just warned about as like the end of the world type scenario.
Oh. Bullshit. Got it.
I don't think so. To be fair, it's someone who
She's not
kills
even
without a
in your
purpose
world.
is the most.
She's
What-
not
if
even in
someone
your
who-
world anymore. She's in Saphira. She's in the castle. What is
That's
the
still
issue?
dangerous. I don't like it. Fucking murdering people. This sucks.
I kill people too.
Yeah, but you have a reason behind when you kill someone.
No, I've killed people just for the sake of killing people. I've killed someone because they touched my Celeron. I took
Okay.
me and Lily wiped an entire gang of pickpockets out because they tried to steal Lily's shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's,
Maybe.
I'm not
maybe
the night.
you
I'm
hurt
not
less
that
people.
nice. Did you know Happy has to kill a minimum of 3 people a day or she'll go crazy?
Yeah, they kill bad people.
No comment.
I've seen them. I mean, I was with them the other day when they did it. Pretty bad people they were attacking. World.
Okay, I've seen her attack villagers, so.
Okay.
I think.
Anyway. Yeah.
Sorry
it's,
for harshing your mood, but I only speak the truth, and nothing but the truth, unless I need to lie.
Maybe do less of that. Maybe not the truth thing, but I mean killing people.
I haven't killed anyone. Nah, never mind. I ran someone over with my bike. We're not gonna talk about it. They got in the way. They didn't move. They didn't move fast enough.
Okay.
I think they're dead. I don't know. They kind of went and flew. This is the reaction
Yeah.
I get a lot from a lot of people when I start talking.
I can only
Maybe-
have them lie.
Maybe do less of that.
But talking's like my only good skill.
Yeah, talk more. But
Instead
kill
of like
less.
murder? Yeah,
Yes.
but then I'm gonna get bored, and then I'm gonna have to be like, but I need to do something, and then I'm gonna build more weapons of mass destruction.
Do literally anything else.
Have you attempted baking?
I can't eat.
Yeah, bake for other
But
people.
I can tell it. But I can tell you how you make scrambled eggs. So you get the
Why don't
orange
you- okay,
spear
RZ, how
and
about
the
this?
orange spear, and then you crush them together real good. And then you put the orange spears in the frying pan, and then you chop it up with the
Orange
spatula,
spears.
and then you put the oil in and all of like the weird spices, and then you pick
RZ.
it up and you give them to the and you give it to people.
Yeah, or you could do that, or how about this? You like penguin? You like penguin? What the fuck? You like Pokemon, right? Why don't you try and
I
like
have 30
capture
of them.
every Pokemon? No, get every Pokemon.
What am I gonna do? Collect all thousands of them.
Completion. Gives you
Fuck
something
that.
to do.
There is a certain
Okay.
satisfaction to filling a checklist.
It is, but all you need, yes, but are you gonna help me take care of over 1,000 weird monster creatures in a tiny ass junkyard?
RZ, I don't know, man. There's so many things you could be doing.
Alternatively, simply
There's
taking a
not much
picture
for
and
me to
letting it
do.
go.
There's a lot to do.
Alright, so, raiders attack
prove
my
that
house,
you
I murder
essentially
them,
took
and then
it.
I go out and I steal their vehicles.
That's fine. That's fine.
People try and steal my legs, so I throw cars at them.
That's fine. That's self-defense.
There was that one guy, I think I isekai'd with a tractor. There was the
Okay,
time me and Lily got
that's not that
bored
great.
and, killed a bunch of people in the palace. I can keep going.
That's what kind of people?
I can't remember. It was months ago. I think they were just pisshead gangers.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, maybe I read it wrong. Yeah, your wings out. Are you dipping? I mean, I could dip.
I do realize I still need to speak with somebody, and onto good they will have likely forgotten I need to speak with them anyway.
Okay,
still
and then I
here.
need to take that one home.
Last I saw, they were over that direction, so I shall at least check. So they are.
I didn't know. I didn't know. And they basically gave me that that's not good enough.
Really?
Yes.
It was I was unaware, and because of that, you're gonna hold me again. No, that's okay. That is passing the buck. Very much.
Yeah.
Good enough for them. That's questions.
Yeah.
Me not being with Lumi.
Yeah, but that doesn't change around how they're stated like anything within the interpersonal relationship. Because she's currently sitting here actively sabotaging it for herself by not going, well, it was obviously not meant to be. I missed my chance. I can be happy for my friend. It's a friend. Sabotaging it for. She would have been an unhealthy partner to be with in the first place.
And there's nothing I can do about it either, because, like,
No,
the only
because
person
you're
who's fully aware of
Oh,
the
shit.
issue. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do. I can't fix it. Lily, if Lily finds out, she will kill her. I mean it.
Well, yeah.
Lily,
Well, especially
yeah,
if
Lily-
fucking Snow Scale takes a swing and all pops off. Because, yes, I very much foresee that being
it's not
just
just
very
that.
nasty.
Lumi has a very... how to put it? There's only ever one, and if someone tries to take that one from her, she'll take them all away. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good time.
So, I'm just in a bit of a really just shit spot.
And unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. I mean, it's... Because it's so focused on you, it's the personal problems. What you can do is hope that this situation doesn't worsen, because you're already doing damage control as is, obviously. You have identified the issue, and you are making sure that you're taking practical steps to either de-escalate and move away from the issue, or just push it away as best as possible. Which is healthy, that's good.
Yeah,
Because,
even Finnegan went out of his way to make it very clear that he doesn't really trust Snowscale.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the fact that if she's actively being aggressive about stuff, and it's
a bit difficult.
Yeah, I can see the conundrum.
So like the issue here too, like in itself, right? Is I wanna help. I do. I wanna try and solve this fucking situation so things aren't awkward all the fucking time. But
I mean, that's how you naturally are as well. But yeah, there's nothing you can do. Or just push it away as best as possible, which is healthy, that's good. Because, I mean, that's how you naturally are as well. But yeah, there's nothing you can do. Or just push it away as best as possible, which is healthy, that's good. Because, I mean, that's how you naturally are.
When you're ready, Viacha. There we go.
She's
Christ.
exceedingly bullheaded about stuff, and obviously she is, well, letting her emotions fully override any logic about things.
Yep.
Which doesn't help.
And it makes things even more difficult because you try and solve the situation or try to circumvent the situation, and they just are not gonna want to listen.
Yeah, you're not trying to get around exceedingly bullheaded about stuff. Around where you can operate in a healthy way. Both of the sort of level playing field where it's like that. I understand that this was a thing, but the fact that she's pushing blame onto you for her own failings shows a lack of accountability for her, like, a level of emotional stunting that you can't actively blame a person for because you don't know when a person is not receiving the emotional ability to express themselves correctly. Because those kind of people tend to bottle it up, push it away, and hold it down. And then suddenly when they realize they're having an emotional reaction and want to actually follow it up, it's far too late to act on it, which is, in this case, she's manifesting self-loathing and projecting that self-loathing onto everyone else because she can't take the responsibility for her own emotional, like, downfall in this case. Like, she's confused. She knows what she wants.
Relationship troubles. Yes.
It's emotional underdevelopment. It's like a childishness.
No one can.
Yeah,
That's the mentality.
It's the I would rather see it broken on the ground than me not be able to have it, which is emotional immaturity and it's a level of, I wouldn't say it's technically independent of if she knows she's doing it or not, which she probably doesn't. It's a natural reaction, which at that point means it's a touch of psychopathy. Because psychopaths aren't all about...
I'm also in the scenario where I can't actually click on Streamlabs anymore, which is really annoying, because then that means I can't actually stop recording. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm allowed to scroll and shit.
Scary. Psychopaths, they realize it eventually in their lives, but so many times they don't realize that they are having the wrong emotional response because they have never felt it correctly in the first place. That's where this is worrisome.
In my case, mine literally.
Yeah, I don't know what causes this. That would be so real.
In this situation.
I mean, look, that's a lot of... I'll always say that I find it funny that people say, like, you know, like cyberpsycho and all that. It's very wrong misnomer.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, hey, someone's psychotic in that nature, or they're fucked up in that nature, and I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I found it for you, Dad.
Hello.
I knew she was here.
Hi.
Yeah, and I saw red.
How's it going?
Hello.
Permission? Well, I can't see far, but I could smell her.
Been talking to someone I've actually died.
I'm doing my job.
Oh, if he's doing his job, he can probably leave them all be.
We're trying to discuss solutions.
It's less about that. It's more about letting you vent it out a little bit and getting it off your chest. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
In your case, it's more about
It's either I'm frontal forward or I'm running from the situation. What do you want? What do you want? I'll put on load.
My apologies. Just looking to check in. Although considering I also may have need of Ata's services, is it alright if I stay?
We were talking.
Tell you what.
If it is a private matter, I can wait near the corner of the street.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Because I gotta get to like.
Yeah.
The
Very
Vegas
well.
Lounge after.
I'll be near the
after
front
this,
entrance of
which
the
is-
Ripper Dock then.
Sure, I'll be able to find you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs nowadays, where it feels like it seems at random. It doesn't actually let me click on anything anymore. And I don't think it's because I have the overlay active. Otherwise, how would I have started the thing in the first place? But this is the exact reason why I probably should be actually putting in keybinds for stopping the recording, just in case. I should probably put in, like... Yeah, no, I really do. Fortunately, I have the added benefit that I can just end the stream if I really want. I could just end the stream if I really wanted to, via Task Manager, and grab the stream directly from the VODs, and then upload it, which is useful. Miss Lumi, was it? You're a lot... I won't lie, you are... When I first saw you, you did give me pause. You're a lot different than the posters made you seem. If that's the case, then...
Since those posters.
You don't have to divulge what happened between those posters going up and you coming back, if you do not wish. There is a certain serenity to the streets when there isn't chaos happening on it.
It's calming. No.
There is a certain calmness to it. Greetings.
Hey, what up?
How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Taking in the coolant.
Good. Anything else fucking happened today, or has it just been pretty fucking chill?
There was a mutant attack at the gate earlier. Appeared to be coming from a still active reactor nearby.
Great, so those are
Well, they already did. It just became a minor amount, a severe case of just unfortunately coincided with accidental flamethrower damage occurring to the gate controls.
Be a fucking war zone for 5
People,
minutes.
I do wonder that as well. But
People wonder why I don't come here physically anymore.
yes, that is fair. Oh, Void took a look
Look,
at
I can't
my.
even go back to. Well, I mean, I can go back to. What happened to Void?
Oh, Void took a look at my regenerative side of my code, and I think managed to get it working a bit more up to capacity. Not quite
By
as
the
much
way,
as SC's, but
I don't know if you heard, but I'm telling you this now. Under CyberHex supervision or employment, looking into memory-based code.
damned flux demon.
Okay,
My apologies.
You heard none of that. You heard none
Something
of that.
about
Got it?
memories.
When it comes to memory-based code for synthetics, from here on out, CyberHex Engineering will no longer be looking into that. Because there's just too much fucking risk involved. Either one, we find out information that we should not fucking know and we become it becomes an info hazard. Two, we trip over a tripwire, either wipe your fucking memory and cause ego death, or a death squad gets sent after us. It's too much of a liability. So from here on out, I'm not.
Well, if we
From
considered
here on
what
out, I'm
happened
not doing
when
it.
what happened when trying to transfer code between SC and me was presumably a much lesser case scenario in that case.
That had nothing to do with memory. That was combat protocols engaging.
And difference in security
Actually
parameters.
I'm actually surprised to not see Aether or. Oh, never mind. There they are.
I was going to say Aether and Void are currently having a more private discussion with Maury. They said they would come find me. It is good to be able to climb and fly, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's like watching, you know, the Ember City from here.
Considering he was the one that seemed to be the one placing the posters, how is Mr. Cody these days?
He's doing a little better.
Better than the initial worry he had when the posters were active.
Yeah. He's doing a little better. He's
Yes.
into the Iron Group and enjoying himself.
There are a lot of locations that I barely have any knowledge about, I'm afraid. I doubt the Iron Grip is for me, mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least until I get more of my combat precepts actively working again.
I'm just relaxing for now, if you don't mind.
Very well then. I wish you well then, Miss Lumi.
Me too. We can talk next.
Yes.
We're gonna meet right tomorrow. We can talk.
Unfortunately, I've forgotten the way to it. And considering the lockdowns, it would prove even more. And considering the lockdowns, I imagine it would prove even more difficult for a synth of my caliber to be able to leave.
That's fair. I'll see you in the next bay.
Yes. At the very least, I'm hard to miss. We're of similar luminescence.
Luminescence finds each other. Now go.
Yes, yes. I did tell them I would wait here. So wait I shall. Unfortunately, it may have to be cut short, depending on how much it works like that. Perhaps I should make it a habit to pace. Keeps the servos active. Maybe. Apologies, I had not been pacing for long. I'd only just gotten into it, and I realized I should make that a habit.
Yeah, I mean, pacing's a reasonable thing.
Keeps the servos active and whatnot.
Fair enough. Anyway, what can I help with, as I got a tournament to attend real quick? Hi, Powder.
I'm good. No, what tournament? Hello?
Pool tournament, Vegas Land hosting it.
My apologies.
Well, I try to have some level of normalcy.
You
have a good one, okay?
In Zephyrus City.
Yeah, exactly. That's the entire point. Look, doing weird shit's the norm, so I mean, technically, by doing something normal, I'm doing something fucking weird, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if that essentially means I'm one of the strangest folks in the entire bay.
Depends.
I mean, she meows.
Anyway. How's it going?
Oh, another person for you.
No, yes, it was in regards to the memory logs.
If it's something to keep, all the engineers can do it outside of like working hours of the
No, it was more
shop. I'm just
trying to actually, proactively trying to talk through something.
Right. What do we got this time, then?
Huh? I'm so fucking out of the loop of what's being talked
Sure,
about. I have
you only
no
did
idea.
just arrive. We're
Anyway,
just looking to check in.
I need to let you know something kind of personal.
Sure.
Shush! Not trauma dumping.
Just go on.
A corporation announced an open non-legal bounty in Lothric City last night. I am on that list.
No? You're a corporate bounty?
Yup.
What did you do?
I raided a facility's net.
I mean, that will
That gotta be
likely
really
cause
cool.
it.
No fucking idea. I was going under a fucking pseudonym.
Potential
And
traces.
I was also wearing gear that hid my identity, so fuck me if I know how they got my name, but fuck it.
I don't know, digital fingerprint or some shit. I don't know how that works.
Other residues of your original form and such.
Potential reverse engineering of the identity scrapping. And finding a way to reverse it.
Either way, yeah. If you've heard of it, or hear or see anyone from a company called Night, I am on that list. Looking into that. Either way, logo is a red gear with a black inlay.
Understood.
Fair enough.
If you see anyone come bebopping around asking for me, you never fucking saw me, you don't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, no, that's easy.
Easy enough.
Zero
Understood.
fucking worries.
In
Very
the
nice.
oldest sentence I can say, when it comes to this shit. No, you fucking did not.
And if they try to forcibly access my logs while I'm actively working in the cafe, that is probably Marcus would already give permission to shoot in that case.
Oh yeah, no, look, no one's gonna need to get permission. You just pull a fucking trigger. Fuck 'em. Anyway, what is the next question? Because I've got a tournament to
You're
get
supposed to be
to.
heading home.
Yes. It was regarding the...
To be fair, I'm about to head to the Vegas Lounge myself.
Yeah.
I suppose save an open seat in that case. Yes, if you wish me to be part of the pile, I suppose.
That's not what I meant, but I will continue.
I know. Yes, it was regarding the memory logs. Miss Void already knows of it. And the fact that I still have trouble accepting what happened before I came to Zephyra in that case.
Yeah.
You might have to take over in case it becomes too much for me to accurately state. At least told you the...
Trouble with feeling loss, essentially.
Oh, grief counseling.
Loss of old squad mates that I've known for a long time. Designations...
No, counseling. Yeah. Trigger, fuck 'em. Anyway. No. Flux.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say Flux got you real bad for a second there.
Damnable demon.
Greatest bit of advice I can give you for grief. Simple. Don't try to push it away. You have to accept grief.
I try to push
You have
myself
to
to
accept
accept it, but something freezes in me.
That's fine. It's
Even trying to say stuff to Void, even trying to say stuff to Miss Void, I definitely sense my own words locking up. To an extent.
And that's healthy. It takes time to process.
Especially
you don't
during
sit
the
there and just think that you can get through it, especially if you're sitting there going, I have a difficult time accepting and understanding why I'm getting to there.
There's also a factor of
Think of
me
it
that
as-
I was a team leader back on Copper 9. And
that doesn't
as far
change
as
much.
And as far as I can tell, before I even came to Zephyra, I was the only one left. After
Don't think about it.
After the incident would probably be a good way to phrase it, yeah?
Yes. I know Mr. Felix
Think about it this
caught
way.
a long glimpse at my fears. That's a different matter. I know I have to still do a mental switch every time I hear Miss Sentinel's name. Because the name is
Have
also
you tried
associated
the Porky
with the...
Pig method? As weird as that sounds to say.
What?
Have you tried the Porky Pig method?
Elaborate.
So, do you remember the very old cartoons with Porky Pig?
Not so much. The only active film I actively recall is Zombie Robots from Outer Space.
Okay, so Porky Pig is a cartoon pig with a speech impediment. He's a very fast talker, but what happens quite a lot of the time is he tries to say a particular thing and cannot finish the sentence. Thus, he ends up changing the sentence to say something else that still has the same meaning.
I suppose so, but I already do have the fact that I know that I'm talking about Miss Sentinel if I actively say the word. Not those things.
Well, yes. You understand the meaning of what you're saying,
Yes.
but
It still hangs
is it
in my
the
head, depending
act
on
of
context.
understanding that it's that, or is it the point of actually expressing it?
I suppose it's the nature of context. If I know I'm talking about Miss Sentinel, there is little worry. However, otherwise, the word will hang in my head. So then those are the damn things that...
See? It's less about a
I fear that...
pushing of yourself.
I fear it's more me accidentally and unconsciously trying to access that memory log. Miss Void knows of it. The incident. You probably had to look through it while trying to help figure out which part of the code is part of my combative precepts. So, in case you need to explain, you can just signal to me and I could turn off my audio input, so to say.
Clever. It's not gonna help you, though. It's...
Perhaps it's the nature of helping explanation without possibly triggering the traumatic response.
Not even just combat. Yeah, I was gonna say it's more emotional as well.
Yes.
The thing about a trauma response is the more you slowly ease into accepting the trauma, the sooner you can start to actually break it down. But this isn't something that I can help with. That is a personal journey for you to take, understanding which parts of it are healthy.
At the very least. Trying to accept
It's just me telling you that you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. You are trying
You're just
to
in
move
the
towards
process.
the healthiness.
It's just the process of the stages of grief, really.
Hmm.
I think in this stage you're in denial.
Perhaps not. Perhaps it's bargaining, because I am trying to make sense of it, but perhaps it's still perhaps my subconscious is still in denial. At least the emotional state. The logical side is trying to get to bargaining. I do note that I seem to become a lot more ordering and like my old self whenever combat arises here. Ordering Miss Void to look for Tiberius or other factors.
You see, when people say like the stages of grief, right? When you're thinking about it like that, most people think of it as 5 stages, yeah?
But perhaps I do not have the anger
Actually,
stage.
more like 7. The 7 stages of grief are actually more accurate. Although people think it's also linear in that one goes to the next. It's not exactly like that. You can go backwards and forwards as long as all of the stages are generally touched upon. The 2 that most people don't actually understand are stages of grief are shock, as in the initial creation of the traumatic event. That shock in and of itself is part of the stages. And testing. Finding what within that grief really triggers it the most for you. You test your boundaries of the grief, how far and deep that is engraved into you as a person. Because that allows you to actually move towards acceptance, because, of course, acceptance is always the final stage of the stages of grief.
I believe I understand, on that stage at least. I know exactly what causes it, but my own emotional state will not let me say.
That's depression.
Perhaps it combined with disappointment. Both in myself as a team leader for not allowing allowing it to happen, and for abandoning them. Perhaps there was nothing I could do with it. Perhaps if I did stay, I would die as well. Perhaps the only reason I'm going through the stages of grief is that the method that brought me here removed the company precepts that would remove my memories of it and allow
Congratulations. You have survivor's guilt.
Perhaps remove the fort and allow for easier integration into a new drone squad. Perhaps SC is helping that stage to a degree. Moving on by making sure I'm not alone. Is that why
Which is definitely a good idea.
Perhaps that is why she does the things she does. The drawings that I
You're
know
just
I
standing
told
by your
you.
side and keeping your copy.
Perhaps. Making sure that I'm not falling into despair, making sure I'm not starving myself of oil and metals.
Ooh. Flux it in there for a second.
Goodness. Make sure I'm not starving myself of oil and metals. For the sake of others.
Take your time. Okay? You already know what you're doing is working. It's helping you accept what has happened.
I feel I'll move to a new stage once I know I can actually state what happened without
There's nothing
my
wrong
own
with
core
that.
temperature,
But
without my
then
own
you-
core temperature starting to reach critical.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Anyway.
I have kept you over long.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be reassured on this, okay? You're double checking that you're not crazy, and you're not. What you're feeling is perfectly natural, and the journey to figure out how to process those feelings is the journey that you're gonna have to take yourself. Just making sure that other people, like, as you've been talking to Void, and other people, obviously this helps. You'll get there. Just don't rush yourself, because if you push yourself, that's going to be the dangerous part. You'll rush too fast, you'll make an assumption that you're okay, and the next thing you know, like a house of cards, it'll come crashing down, and you'll feel like you've gone nowhere, and that you've hurt yourself worse. Just don't do that. Feel like you've gone nowhere. I'm on it.
Plus, at least
Healing like this is a slow process.
And well, despite the nature of an emotional state, the logical side of a synthetic will ensure I can never turn a weapon on myself. At least, if not for testing, at least outside of testing purposes, such as testing regeneration ability.
Yeah, you'll be okay. Just take the time for it, okay?
Perhaps trying to find a way to tell the story in bits and pieces would be more effective.
Yeah. Break it down.
Anything to
Breaking it
avoid
down into the
mentioning.
smaller.
I suppose for now, anything to avoid thinking of those things.
Think of it like a meal. Like a big steak. Just cutting it up into small parts. That way you can avoid the gristle.
Suppose so.
The bones. The bits you don't want to touch and eat. The bits that aren't good for you. Just make sure to cut up all the good meat so that you can just digest that. And then eventually, when you have to clear the plate, you can.
Perhaps when I do have everything understood, maybe I could find a way to clear away the survivor's guilt via confession. Via confession.
Yeah, the fox really is hitting you. Anyway,
Via
we better
confession,
get.
I was going to say.
Come here, princess.
I know neither of you exactly have a cross, but you have a necklace, and that is close enough, I'm afraid. If you're willing to listen when I finally have the thoughts, when I finally can reach acceptance, I suppose. Even if Ava needs to confess himself, alongside take them.
leaning.
Yes. You head to the Vegas Lounge, and I shall head back to Artemis's mega building and reconvene with Designation SC.
I'm sure Void will see you there a bit later, okay? Maybe I'll send her. I'll stop her coming back from my place straight away. That way she can come and see. Maybe I'll send her. I'll stop her.
I do need to check on the penthouse.
Yeah, you gotta look at it.
Maybe you could.
Yeah, man, my door's always open.
Maybe you could tell SC of the memory logs. See about assisting, giving her more ammunition to help assist, perhaps.
Wait, but then I have to find another penthouse and I need to taxi get the coding. I can't do it. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Sorry. I'm a lot of things to do.
My apologies. Do not let me keep you from your tournament, Mr. Ater. And thank you again.
Yeah, I think it's the last day of double checking on stuff. And then I gotta research it. Alright, let's get ourselves going. Lazy way. Alright. So, lazy way it is. We'll see you a bit later, okay?
In that case, Lord's light be with you both. In a non-harmful manner.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Or would you prefer Lord Shadow? Oh. If only SC had lips to kiss. I suppose. Well, I'll need to make my way out. But did they leave the television on? They did. I still have access to the charity, at least. Let me turn this off. Where was the button? I doubt many people need that much white noise to sleep. Pandora's finest. I don't recall that store opening before. If I recall correctly, yes, there were previous. Yes, they were selling ammunitions. But I am the only one left on these streets. I need to get back to SC before she starts to worry that the spotlights have caught me. And since I still can't access anything about this, I'll have to. Alright.
You still wanna be a fucking dork to me about it?
Tee hee ha.
Son of a bitch.
I said yes.
Tee hee ha. The trauma of a disassembly drone priest.
Hopefully this will stay for